walk until you reach the center of town. When you reach the center of town, hang a left, and you'll find it on your right.
Fine day.
Fine day to you too, sir.
What? What?
Walking animal.
What a creature.
2 days.
What a creature!
I moved past that.
Is that common here? Those kind of folk common here? I mean, it helps me
Moving
like
Aether like you would expect, and then like it like for what can only like what you might assume something related to what
I don't remember that door going out. I thought it always went in. book is... Books are not supposed to look like that. Not like this. Like, where they're slanted like that. Because they don't really slant. Especially hardcover books. They're not designed to slant like that. It would be a silly... It'd be like that book right there, I think. No, it's still slanted slightly. Okay, well.
What do you mean exactly by
You can eat this right now.
Well, maybe it's just a boss thing. I don't know. I come from a ship in the sky. Well, in
Chewing
the
candy.
stars, and we fly around. They call them spell jammers.
Maybe.
My boss knows all about it. I
I'm
just
gonna pop it
work
in her
for
mouth
him.
and help her chew, basically.
Never heard of such a thing, but
And then help her try and
take
swallow
granted
it.
this is
and
not
bring
the
her
place
throat.
that you're going to hear about just
There we are.
about anything.
Here we are.
Some
Your
impossible
flavor
things.
it tastes like bitter
A
caramel.
lot of people from different worlds, realms,
Okay. Would you
are
like
still
me to
here.
look for you?
Could you
Mm.
help me? Because
Yeah, I guess that sounds about like what I did. I don't know, actually.
Solid 11.
I'm also through the rift, not through ships.
Does Dix wish to come rest and wait? Or does Dix want to stay?
wait here?
Let me know that you want
Look.
Sucks. I'm gonna head out now. Maybe
Have somebody
See, I was just
tossing
about
the
to say,
black
man,
velvet
like,
bag
no
up and
offense, but
down.
you're too tall to be a mountain folk. You gotta be about this high, taste metal with your beard, get smothered in hatred for anything that ain't worth.
Oh, and don't forget the book.
That being said, I believe the electrum pigment was the last thing I had specifically in mind. Are we still?
That's fine. I'm
set on the
dealing
name,
with it.
or are we still going to have the talk about?
I appreciate it, though.
And you can tell that by the time you get to that, yeah. So the first thing you're going to probably want to do is take control of their weapon. So put your dagger on the edge of my blade, and then push it away while you come forward. Yeah. Good job. All right. All right. So take control of the blade, move it, then go for sure. Yep. Good. Wow. You've murdered Rift. Now everyone will hunt you down.
No.
All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Huh? next thing is moving. Because you can move. You have legs. That is a big advantage. The biggest advantage is being able to step backwards. Because if someone comes at you with like a swing that's like this, the best thing you can do is actually just lean back. That's the way to block this one.
I don't know, the Discord channel. Oops.
Yeah,
Oops.
Sword, yeah, that
Make
works.
sure. Let me fix this just so it doesn't
How
like.
dare Good. That's one.
Oh, tell me how it felt when you walked on water. Did you get your wish floating to the surface quicker than you sank? I don't,
Yeah, swing.
so tell me how it felt when you walked on water. Did you get your wish floating to the surface quicker than you sank? I don't.
You know, there's... Yeah. I'm gonna teach you a much easier way, though. Yep, if you can block it. So, I'm gonna swing very slowly. So, typically when you fight, you want to lead with your weapon foot. Because that gives you more reach, because there's a difference between this and this. Being able to put your shoulder out gives you a little bit more reach. And it also slims your profile. Because it's this versus this. Very slim profile. Alright. When I'm not, slorping it. So, if I swing at your leg, just lift your leg. Good job. You actually have a better shot there. You just get my head. In a fight, sometimes you have to accept that you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna be like, yeah, this guy's gonna, he could kill me. So, you can make a trade. I would trade getting my leg cut if I can stab a guy in the throat. Look for those trades. Look for those, like chess, Those, I'll let you get my arm or let you get my leg if it means I can get your chest or your head. Headshot's the most important, and then chest, and then weapon arm, and then lead leg, and then off leg and off arm. So if you have to take a blow, take it in your off arm.
Okay.
So, if I go like this, stab towards your face, yep. Put up the weapon to block it, and then dodge. Okay, so now we're gonna fight in very slow motion, so you can see what I'm gonna do. Then you do something, then I'll do something. Good. Yeah, good. Okay, you're okay, you're okay. We're fighting slow. Nice. See? You're good at this.
I swear, this model looks like a rendo, but it's not a rendo.
We're gonna go slow again.
It looks like a rendo, but it's not. It's also the outfit I think is Genshin. Like one of the music character or no?
See, if I keep backing up, you can't step towards me. You have to really advance. You have to not be afraid and run towards the weapon. Yep, because it's safer. Because I will tell you this. If we're right here, like, if we're like this, it is much easier for you to hit me than me to hit you. Because for me to hit you, I gotta like reach out here and move the tip of my sword and do all this. But you can just, stabby stab. Oh,
Oh.
nice. Good idea, good idea. Oh, and if you ever run into someone doing some cringe shit like this, it's pretty easy to just like... They're cutting their reach. Yeah, so you can just do shit to them. Also, you do have a free hand. That's very important.
Oh.
Hua! No sympathy.
Ugh.
Yeah, mix kicks in if you want. Hua! See? Feints are also good, but it's hard to feint with the dagger. Although you can feint with your head. Here. You see what I mean?
Well, that
See what I
threw me
mean?
off so much.
Yeah! Nice. Feinting with your head is a lot of fun. Good! Very good! I don't know what that was, but okay.
Oh, high frames. Great out. We got to see the Anaconda in the hangar bay for a split second. Actually, I'm not facing the right way for the Anaconda. I think it's... The Anaconda's off to my right, so I'm facing, like, almost close to the opening
in the circle. So moving
of the hangar. I need to do model stone. Somebody's starter is not working. Aether? Why is Aether not working? ER chat.
We're so concerned for the very
They're gonna wave both hands and just.
I mean, that is true.
The water's gonna come clean off your body.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, sorry.
If everything is bruised.
I'm just gonna keep looking out.
When I look back. The struggles of having potato PC. I might also switch to Team Red when it comes to graphic cards, because I feel like it might be. I'm already Team Red when it comes to my freaking CPU of using an AMD. Barbarian is glitched. I think I have my right foot right foot tracker is a bit too tight. I need to adjust it. Why are you still? Why? No. Causing me issues while they just respond. I have so many model things to work on, and I should have the free time to do it now, I guess. VR chat's being awkward today. Gotta love it. Okay, that was something. 460 megabytes, that's almost half a gig. Let's see, half a gig would actually be 512 megabytes? Because it's 1024 for a gig. And gigabytes are not actually 1,000. They're just because it's you gotta follow the rule of 8. Bit 8, 16, 32, 64.
It was just a memo.
If anything happens for any reasons outside of magical criticals,
Time
if I
to
take
bully.
physical damage critical, I will be out of commission immediately.
Understood.
John. Wonder what's going on over there.
Why is there a light? Wait, can you have a light on a particle and it doesn't count as an actual light? Oh, that's a good question. Wait. That's actually a great question, but I can kind of confirm that if I look at this avatar. No, that has a light on it. Damn it. So I was wrong. Unless, by the way I have my avatar set up, it doesn't, I don't know. I'm curious the ways that Lyra is able to do that, but that's interesting. I've never thought of that at all. I don't think it's open because there's nobody at the bar.
More than likely. Actually, no.
Nothing, sorry. I just had a really funny thought in my head.
Better, by the way.
After
Yeah,
yesterday.
after getting maimed while you were supposed to be protecting me. Yes, I'm doing that.
I tried. I'm sorry.
This man dragged me behind him while we were being chased by
I was carrying you.
sea bears. He grabbed my leg and pulled me off.
There was a sea bear. It mauled him, and I was trying to help him and save him.
Sea bears?
I didn't even question.
Sea bears. Sea bears?
Okay.
Did I come home and collapse and go to sleep?
What is going on?
Yes, and I healed you, and I didn't even question
I've been
anything
away for a
because,
while,
of
so
course, that's what happens when I'm not
You're
around.
news to me as well.
Were you dancing over me?
Romeo seems we're
Yes, that's how I
in the
heal.
same boat.
You dance over people's.
That is
No,
what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying. Alright.
Right.
Say again?
Well, I hope you're doing alright.
If it were me,
I'm
I
not.
would have just dropped a meteor on the
Solely
sea
healed. I'm
bears.
deadly afraid of the forest.
I'm
I would
sorry.
have done so too, Rio, but I'm not a fucking mage. So instead,
That's kind of
I
unfair.
took my second option as a non-magical person, and I got
what did
fucking
you-
mauled. So excuse me if I didn't choose magic. Silly me.
It's dumb. Just relax, Tom.
I tried.
I'm relaxing.
Good.
I'm
I'm
sitting
glad.
here, my shoulders are numb, my hands are limp at my sides. I'm alright. I'm relaxing.
Great. Yes, and always take a gander at Miss Orielli. Mm-hmm.
What?
Don't.
What are you doing here?
Phrasing.
What was that?
Best captain.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
I mean, when I think about it,
What do you think about Rio? I'm curious.
Oh god.
Don't say it.
well, I was just thinking, I'm truly happy for you.
After you got mauled?
No.
I am healing.
I guarantee at least one person was happy, John.
I think it was about them.
I'm not happy that my friend got mauled and you failed.
I
You know there's
tried
some
to
asshole
save
that
him,
was just
okay?
cheering
I'm
you-
sorry.
Cheering that bear on as it just fucking laid into you.
I know there's someone, I don't know who it
I
was.
forgot, I'm technically faster than
I
those
don't know
people
if that's
except for him. I'm sorry.
Sir, I forgive you.
I don't forgive myself.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I'm
You hear
sorry.
that?
Yeah,
See,
I heard that. I heard that.
And you're going
I
to 10
swear,
years.
there's something fishy that they're doing that is a light.
I did that once.
It's part of my dark, sad
I
backstory.
wondered why you were gone for 10 years.
God, that is bad. And he's lighting the forest on fire.
What? Okay.
Hey, Rio, you know like water spells, right?
Oh, we're
he's
going to
literally
the
lighting
cave.
the entire forest on fucking fire.
Because I actually should have asked. They're just
What I like about him is that he's reliable.
You say he's
Not
reliable?
unhinged.
He takes initiative. I only just pointed the fact out that creature is burning
Yes.
the forest, and
I
immediately.
said he's reliable. I've never gone mauled in his care.
I mean, to be fair, he is. But,
Question, why didn't you get mauled instead?
Yeah, wait a second.
I was mauled earlier by the bear.
Why didn't you get
Oh,
mauled
that's right.
again?
They had a meat shield on their back that got dragged off instead of running.
I was trying to save you. But I could outrun the bear.
A
I
meat
was
shield?
wrong.
You're like 4 foot tall. Why do you need a meat shield? Dodge.
Do you have
I
magic?
didn't. Not. Well, I'm learning magic, but I'm like very new
What
at it.
spells do you know?
Control plant.
That would have helped. Grab its ankles.
Yeah, you're surrounded by
I'm like
plants.
mundane learning magic. I'm very good at this.
Oh, he means like a daffodil and trying this kind of.
I would have taken anything to help with that.
I mean, I controlled a cactus and let it hug Rhea's leg.
How'd that go?
I've learned a very valuable.
No! Why do you keep hitting me?
Anywho, I've learned a very.
Would you like me to retaliate, sir?
No!
That was a damn good punch.
As I was saying, for a mage, fucking hell.
He kicked out.
Oh, my
you know,
jaw.
He kicked out his
You must
back
took
right
his
foot.
fucking head
He
off.
put his whole body into
Oh.
it. I used to
My
watch
jaw.
the old gem casts of some different boxers.
Would you like me to retaliate, sir?
Fellow, he just did the same fucking thing.
You're very quiet.
Sorry, I know not maybe melee.
Would you like me to retaliate,
I
sir?
win melee with you. Jeez.
No, I'm fine.
Well, I only
I'll
ever use
retaliate
those
at some other
techniques
point.
should I ever run out of
No.
magic.
Are you
out of magic?
You could have casted meteor on him.
Well, if I did that, I'd blow up this whole damn forest. And I'm too black for that. I'm good.
I don't know
What does that have to
means,
do with?
but I'll
Okay.
agree with you.
Right. Just don't say cactus. You know what they do to me.
Cactus?
I mean, I could. Yeah, no. I remember the one cactus I controlled and hug your leg.
Cactus?
I'm unaware of...
You see this hand?
Which hand?
I've made people lose their lungs with this hand. I can take your whiteness away with this
Help
hand.
me.
Did you know that?
That sounds like a threat.
What?
I can really take your whiteness away.
Maybe?
Instantly.
Off his knees, Rio.
Please don't.
Just
Name out of the phone book.
Please don't. I will retaliate, Rayo. I will retaliate. I have the right.
Do you know who I am?
You're not him, Rayo. You're not him.
Oh, I am him. I can see ley lines and I can see your lifespan. What do you want?
Oh, he said he
That
saw
was
the future.
that was
You're
kind of
not
cold.
in it.
That was a cold ass
What
line.
the
What the
fuck?
That was a cold fucking line.
What the fuck? You know, I've been nothing but nice to you, Rayo.
No, you
I hope you
haven't.
know that. Yes, I have.
Ooh, called out on it too. Know that.
No, you haven't.
I have. I've been far nicer to you than you have with me.
Oh, Ray, don't turn to me. You're
Watching Rio
fucking
have
killing
no
this
problem.
conversation right now.
What problem
Absolute
is this?
shambles for.
We
Well,
can
I-
wait till you're done with this. No, we'll still be here.
I'm
Carry on.
free. I'm
I
fine
don't
with
want to
this.
carry on with him. Just shut up, will you?
This sounds like a long time coming, so I feel like you need to get it
I
out.
was actually going to walk away, but then you keep threatening me. Now I just want to stand here out of spite.
Away, genius! Run!
I'm standing here out of spite.
Turn around. Use your hair and fly away with it.
What?
My hair keeps like whipping everywhere for some reason. It keeps making me think he's about to take off.
I'm well aware I need to fix it. It's a new shampoo. It's a new soap I've been using.
It's fucking with me so much.
Fucking
I'm
please.
sorry. I'm actually sorry. I'm actually sorry.
It's okay. Anywho, I wanted to check up on you all and to make sure that
And I'm
things
trying to
are
gain
okay.
confidence, and yet here I am being roasted. God damn it.
Like a
outta
skittle.
here.
Get out of here.
A skittle?
Skittle? Skittle?
Yes, the ancient skittle.
Dropkick.
Oh, cheap shot.
The guy slipped this me though.
Wasn't even looking.
We're even now. I mean, he punched me earlier, so
My
I think
God.
that's it being even.
You're dead?
You check on him. You make sure you didn't just break his legs. Remember, he's a mage. He's not built like you. You can take a
Why
punch.
would you do that? You might have hurt him.
He's dead.
No.
No.
Oh.
Rio?
Oh yeah, no, he'll revive. I know Rio.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna bring him back from the. Oh.
This reminds me of that one
Hi.
time we fought
I saw a
alongside
very
each other,
blaringly
and that
pink light,
gigantic
and I
hand
figured
was
everyone
about
was
to
here.
crush us.
Yeah, you.
Mhm.
Good
I
assumptions.
still remember the name you called me.
That person is.
Ah yes.
Ah,
Miss
I
Ariel.
don't like it here. I don't like it here. People shouldn't sort of
Ariel?
the person in the darkness like it's
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could have just said pink one. It's really fine. Everyone else there did.
Wait a minute, Miss
I
Ariel,
cannot
dude.
to dishonor your name, like I have done, is terrible.
Why do you always do this bravado thing?
Why
Why are you
follow
white?
him over
Because
here?
he's genuine. It's nice
you
to
so
meet
mean?
you.
He's my.
He's not making
He's
fun
a
of
friend.
you,
I'm allowed to
Short
mess with him.
Half of the shit that I hear around here is
Give
very
me 1
confusing.
second. Stay right there, Gale.
Come
You
on.
stay right there.
Rio's
Give
been
me
here
a
for
number.
ages. He's always been like
Just wanted to know.
straight as a
Do I actually stay here, or should I just walk away?
You You stay there. He told you to stay there.
I'm not.
Maybe he's charging from the meteor attack. Maybe he decided to go through with it.
Oh.
Hold on, let me just.
Ew.
If he throws a meteor around here, I'm going to suplex it.
I will pick you up and like a.
I can't just stop a meteor. It's a spell, yeah, but
You
it
could
summons a
try.
meteor.
I'm
You
ready,
could
Ray. What was it?
try, you know, maybe like
yes.
I don't know, maybe if I throw you at it really
What, you think I'm gonna parry a meteor?
And
you won't know until you try.
this
man.
aerial.
I mean, if you get hurt, Ori, we'll patch you up.
Orielli.
I'm so sorry. I'll get terrible at this. All right.
Ori.
Why are they preparing for battle?
Ori. Okay, that'll work. What?
They have the sword out, the mask.
I'm just preparing myself. That's what I'm doing.
Still over here. He really
gotta
wants
be
your
ready.
attention.
He told me to stay, and I'm staying.
We're watching a bit of theater.
I need a bit of a change. I need that confidence. All right.
If I were to
Please,
pull
you
my
are.
gat, he wouldn't be ready, Dom.
Ward not acting as
Oh, I know.
intended.
I've heard.
Your gat.
Yes.
I do not
I
want
have
you
a
to do
main
this right
gat.
now. May I also have a gat?
You're gonna have to deal
Mine
with
is
it the rest
better.
of the day.
I also have.
Regular devil.
This thing can shoot
I
magic.
guess no, I can't.
I
say
also
that.
have one.
Mine shoots all sorts of shit.
What does that even mean?
Fuck, I got a gun too. Why does everyone have a goddamn gun?
It's not a gun, it's my magical foci.
Everyone has a gun!
Everyone has gats. Yes.
I need a gun.
You're witnessing the fall of the samurai.
I only have
Sin.
the one.
You shut the fuck up right now. You shut the fuck up.
Are you doing anything, or am I, or is this it?
I'm witnessing the fucking.
Is there
beginning of
anything
the
else
Imperial
happening?
Ren in full
No, there's
fucking
nothing else. I
screen.
had nothing.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Wow.
Can I taste it now?
Yeah, I did.
You reading? What is
Any
this?
double down?
Rio, as your old commander, face him in honorable combat and strike him down.
Honorable combat.
What is that?
Are we actually sparring right now? Is this what's happening right now?
That's a slime. Wait. Hold In on. humanoid shape.
Now that I think about it, I'm a higher rank than you, technically,
A
Sin.
lot of the slimes that I run into are female.
By technicality, I have
Or
no
identify
rank
as
anymore
female.
since the Hunters Guild.
Yeah,
was
and I'm a
founded.
magi. I'm like way higher than you.
Oh yeah, Magi. That makes you so much better than me, huh?
Uh-huh.
This is the werewolf
Did
page.
you save the Nexus? I don't think you did. I did.
That's undead.
For your information,
I dropped a meteor on the moon dragon. Oh, that's
I'm a
shame.
man.
That's
Why would you
shame.
do that to the
Foreshadow.
dragon? What
It's
did you
all
do?
I was
deserve
also
someone
there,
physical form.
Rayo. I also participated, as well as
for
the.
nothing. Shut
But
up.
I also helped with the Daedric Lord thing, and I didn't see you there.
Oh yeah.
How about this, Rio? If I flip a
shapeshifters.
coin and I win, you'll fight him.
All right, fine. Flip it in the coin right now.
I guess this is happening.
Call in the
All right.
They were a shapeshifter, but I really enjoyed big hair.
All right.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
This is elementals
Heads.
and constructs. Well, elementals
fuck its head.
to a particular degree.
I told you.
Alright, that
Black
doesn't mean I'm good to go now.
Yeah, you're
bunch
good
of
to go.
dragons.
No.
Oh, I think I just killed a squirrel
Alright.
with fucking copper.
I'll bother you
Besides, if
later.
you-
Angels.
Oh.
Yeah. Go and do things. Good luck
Right.
to you. Have fun.
And
There's no
constructs.
fight?
Watch as I now disappear
No.
into the darkness.
Well.
Hmm?
No,
Already,
I can't
too.
fight. I can't fight him, Dom.
I mean, does
Look,
people want
everybody
to spot?
gathered. We
What?
were ready.
Yeah. Look, everyone gathered.
Oh yeah.
Are you egging this on?
A little bit.
I think he is.
Okay, that's a little bit concerning, but okay.
All right, fine.
Come on then.
Don't
We
need
haven't
a
started in
coin.
a while.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's more pages. I
Throw
just
away.
Yeah, put the fucking blade away.
Oh, so
You're
we're
fist fighting
doing
a
fist
mad
fights.
magi.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
Holy shit.
Take a seat, Miss Phoebe. You might enjoy this.
Oh, let me make this a little easier.
Oh, Okay, alright. Fucking.
Wow. Wow.
Rio, beat this guy's ass. I swear to God, if you don't.
Okay. I'll beat his ass.
You know, you could also take the weight off of your fucking arm.
Tell them they have no maidens.
No, you have no maidens there.
Stay with the chest, goddammit.
They don't. They have no spine.
Right. Anywho.
Just fight.
Rayo, do you want to tag in a summon?
What?
No.
I thought it was a fist fight.
I'm gonna fist this
Do you
fool
need
in
like
his
a bell or
face.
something? They haven't swung yet.
I'm glad he finished that.
Why do you have to say it that way, Rayo?
Because I'm Rayo Xenon, dude. Matt.
I knew what you were gonna say.
You really held back. He really held back. I heard it.
He was keeping himself so
You are slow, white man. I am black and fast. Now I'm gonna teach you the underground maid school. Woo! Woo!
Look at those dodges.
Now, what you grabbing? The air?
I didn't shoot. I shoot over you.
No, you did not grab me. You was trying to someone else.
Go on. Good, leave them to their shenanigans. Question is, who else is here? Who's in red hole? I need to fix this trigger. It's too tight. It's not in the right spot. There we go. It wasn't just too tight, it was just in the wrong spot. That should be better.
Sharp.
Greetings. guess I just might just delete the crystals that are in the ears.
Snip by snip, light small pieces of this creature's fur are going to come off.
That actually is, because that could possibly wake her up. Right. But it very much has a tense reaction. It does start having some start coming out, but it's like not too much. It seems like where you ended up cutting down in the lower area isn't the main portion. You could probably assume that if you cut down here, it's fine, but like as you go higher, it will probably be more. But just cutting off a little bit, it has slight blood coming out of it.
Shake harder! Shake harder!
You know, just starts flapping like a rubber hose.
Obviously, it can be taken out as a portion of your paycheck, or you can just pay 30 copper a month.
Alright.
That 30 copper gets you your insurance, that 30 copper gets you access to the market that we put you in touch with, and it also covers any transactional fees for the converting of Electrum to gold or gold, silver, whatever, back into Electrum.
Question.
Yes.
Is the payment negotiable by services to the
You're
guild?
whispering. You can barely hear you.
Speak up there. Is this payment something that can be negotiable by services to the guild?
Unless the others are willing to take a less pay on it.
I mean, I feel like for 30 copper, it's 30
Either way, it's nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well.
That they give you the item that you asked for, that you deserve. You're nice to me. All I have to do is just threaten Linda. She'll do it.
Okay, Aether Pop is high, but a lot of the people in Aether Pop are doing something. So okay, I don't know what they were stopping for, so. Kind of wandering at the moment. Don't know where to go. I need to work on this photo. I should have plenty of time now since I'm not gonna worry about playing as Duskrain. Or at least until like anything major is needed. the forest is where all the fun is, I guess. Honestly, if we can just walk to walk. Oh no. Tony? Tony? What did Tony do? Oh no. That's a very concerning laugh.
Really worked out here.
It really was.
It's a technique I never tell people, but for you I made an exception.
Rolling for physical
Well,
backlash.
technically you showed 5 people.
Rail with a 3. Your fighting force, that took a whole lot out of you. You kicked your opponent's ass, but you feel fucking winded. The moment you step out of anybody's view,
Yes,
his
hello.
bravado will begin
Have you
to
seen Kelly around? I've been looking for
subside,
her.
and you will need to catch your breath.
Miss Kelly is busy.
I hope you
work
know.
currently.
Thank you.
You need to understand
Oh my
who
god.
you listen
You didn't normally do that. You know, as a sensei, I
Bruno, would you like
have
to...
seen him do this
Yeah, I need to take a
before, or at least
breather.
not
That took a
around me.
lot out of me.
there might be anything if you have any potions.
Do not mess with me or you get my gangster. Thank you.
Good job.
Understood.
Very well done, Rio. Very well done.
You
Oh,
sure you
save that then.
walking right now? You look like you're going.
Yeah, I'm good. I just...
Oh,
And he's done.
thank you.
Oh, my God.
1, 2, 3. Rhea loses, no one wins.
Oh. Oh no!
I think he's dead.
Well, in the war of attrition, looks like Rayo loses. That's
Come on.
sad, actually.
You wanna
So
win?
it was a draw.
Get back up, man.
That's the shitty.
That's so
I'm exhausted.
I can't.
That's
right. Stubborn.
Why am I being stabbed? Hello?
Burn bright like a
I
firework.
think this is over.
The force
Step
gets
into the
big here.
healing.
I'll take it as a draw. It was a good fight.
Why are you...
You
Get my
have a
armor.
circle. You
Hello?
can step in here.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Will you step in the circle, man?
Can you not?
There you go.
Thank you, Miss Murray. Appreciate it.
You're both damn good.
Of course.
By the 12. Now you see what happens?
Really, gentlemen.
Don't ever miss.
Not by Aether, just on the beach. The Alchemist Guild.
This place is big.
Yeah, it's doing better. I think Wayne actually was the one to clear out a lot of the space. Oh, the sigil changes color. That's cool.
Hmm.
Watch it. That's gay. I love it. You. Anyways, there's no one here. But eventually, there should be people here. It's cool. Something up, Chris?
Are you busy at the moment?
Not terribly.
I was wondering if you could assist me.
I don't have any magic right now.
Not giving magic, more of relearning.
What do you want to relearn?
From my creation, I had a majority of spells that I've learned, but ever since coming to Aether and suffering from amnesia of sorts, I've forgotten a lot of the spells I used to know. I'm looking for a tutor, if that's simpler terms.
I am unfortunately too busy to tutor you myself, but I could recommend someone.
Okay.
What kind of magic are you looking to learn?
I have Earth Affinity and Lightning Affinity at my disposal.
Less affinities, more what do you want to learn how to do?
Combat and defensive spells.
Alright. Let me pull up the Mages Guild roster really quick and see if we have anyone registered as a tutor for that kind of stuff. Let's see.
There's also bats in here.
Combat and defensive spells. I would recommend either Hannah or Stern. Both of them focus on magical. Hannah is a blonde harpy in a pink dress. And Stern is a tall woman in skin-tight black leathers with a big black hat. If you ask around, you can be led to them, certainly. But those two would be better at teaching you what you want to learn than me.
Okay.
And I think both of them would be willing to take another apprentice. They each have one. I think they'll have time.
I will search for them then.
Come on, Arnett. We got two options.
kind of wandering now. I don't think Noah's on the map. Okay, Noah and... Oh no, they are on the map. Okay. Life and Ruin. That doesn't clash, thankfully. And then... was it Fuzz? Fuzz. Fire Nature. Oh, I don't think that one work. Fire's the opposite of Earth. So I'm gonna look for Stern first, even though I don't know what. Alright, main character don't know their affinities. But we'll probably find issues with the fire affinity. Hannah, so. Alright. Looking for a harpy and someone in black leather, skin tight. Oh my god, bondage for your... Oh god, there's like nobody in my chat unless somebody's like lurking and they heard me say that and like pop in and go, hey yo, what?
Excuse me. Anyway. Sorry, I slept very poorly. I apologize. I have very, very terrible dreams and I might need to talk to you all about.
So now the question is, can I find them? That's a good question. Oh, I might go to the tavern, then kind of like respawn, then go invis so I can figure out what they're doing. Hear anything? There are invaders over here? Ghost, 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 ghost. Shiny? No. Lava caverns.
Assumption.
It worked.
Fuzz, okay, they're all here.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'm tempted to say that's a neat kid, but that's probably like a 10,000.
He needs herbs from.
Jump over the fucking ladder, dude.
Redmond needs stones now.
Yeah, no.
They need Redmond already got the herbs.
Ruin my shoe. Not doing it again.
So you just see the earth on the other side.
Oh.
Let's move before our emo vibe gets ruined again.
True. Oh. Totally. 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 I hate that shit.
Our loner vibe, it must be protected at all.
Okay. I'm okay. Huh?
The elemental, like, isn't it like medium, I think. Thought it was, maybe it's not. Oh, it's not. It's not medium. Where'd they go? Oh, no, there.
Any father.
Have it taken care of. They have it
in about guaranteed in like 20 or so minutes, there's gonna be hell and fire just ascending over the fucking sending stone. And when that happens, I'm going to look at you and say yes or no. Dimension door, yes or no, and I want a straight answer out of you.
Problem with this avatar is I need the like one with hand or just the hands. I don't need like I need the DM hand that I can use. Where is my favorite DM hands? Is it that? No, I don't think it's that one. It's the other one. Yeah, it's oh, it's red. Why are you red? It's annoying.
Yeah, I have my Daedric sword and I have my steel sword, and that's about it. I mean, I did gut open a dragon one time with my dagger, and yeah.
Oh, this is something. Oh, this is something. Huh. How long has that been there, I wonder? Got a camp of sorts? Bandit camp, I think. Cool. I don't know, what's the purpose of whatever exploration they're doing, and are they even allowed to be this deep?
That's one of the exits, I think.
An exit you can't reach because it's got a barrier on it.
Where the
So, thank you.
And hey, you taught me it's best to never forget things.
Hurt players off by themselves. How did they get it? They just walked. actual avatars that are worth using. Nice. God, there's so...
If we're not too far down, I could place a few elders around.
What are you doing in the arch?
Isn't it that orange cat?
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Nothing. The coin is flat, yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's a little critter.
It's a thing.
It's a dubious little creature.
We're doomed.
We're dead.
The thing's gonna be like super powerful or summon something super powerful, and then we're gonna scream, and then we're gonna run.
Yeah, I have been trying to take a look at some of the animals here too.
It has 4 eyes and you know, what are those called? Antennas?
4 eyes, antennas.
It looks like it might be
Large
carnivorous.
Yeah, it has a set of
A lot of
teeth.
things
I
would
assume
be.
carnivorous.
Does anyone have any teeth? Any meats? Preferably something not cooked.
I have a probably still a piece of that dinosaur meat.
Ranger, don't fail me now. There you go. Just gonna roll it out.
I have a feeling that this thing has a mom somewhere.
Oh
yeah. Probably.
Sniffs at it curiously. Starts sniffing small nibbles out of it.
Give me a spoon of hatred. That's Sylvie.
Oh, is Sylvie by their lonesome? Yeah. Maybe they can join our party to get out of here.
They're standing there ominously. I wouldn't go towards them.
You're standing here ominously. I thought you were some kind of demon.
Maybe I should back up a little bit. Maybe it's kind
Pommel, with a natural 20, it seems to be very comfortable in your presence.
No, it's fine.
Hi, hello. Thank you for the resub. I did not hear that correctly. It didn't go into the right speaker. I heard it go through the other speaker. I heard it go through my computer speaker on the
Does this thing have a glow, like any affinity emanating from it?
As in magical?
Yeah.
No, it is not a
What
magical.
the fuck? Why am I on there? Wait, why the fuck am I thrown on as good looking? I hate this.
Should we give this? I wonder if this thing's actually documented.
Oh, is that picture? It's the picture where I'm just flipping someone with the camera off. Scared.
Hi, Sylvie.
You're far from your group.
Oh, good.
Wood?
Huh?
We're just exploring the cave and writing down notes.
What?
And trying to document a lot of the
Brooding.
findings.
You're welcome to join us.
Ooh, brooding. What are you brooding about? Unless you want to tell me.
A drink or two? What the fuck? Why am I getting thrown in weird spots? Thank you, pass. Thank you. Gosh.
I think you're fine. I'm trying to
With the
think if
dead?
Nope.
You're not sure what it's doing. It's just looking at you. Doesn't know what to make of you.
Okay, fair enough.
Head MP creature.
As a
If this thing
ranger
is undiscovered,
with
do you wanna
access
give it a name?
eldritch knowledge through Mishka, would I be able to surmise what this thing is?
With your sources and experience, I will roll with advantage.
You're not cornering something that might have a mom. It's the best.
With a critical 1 that turns into a 5, you understand it is of a goblin type species. You're not entirely sure what species though.
Well, judging by the ear shape, the size, even though... how can I surmise how old it
Do
is?
not use faster as a term of measurement.
For the knowledge.
Ah. Tired of this.
With a 13, you can
Feel that was
barely
cool.
tell that this is still an infant.
So what do you make of it, Pommel?
It's a goblinoid.
Oh, I see.
It's a goblin. Goblins are very adept at evolving with their environment, like rock golems, swamp golems, things of that nature.
Hey, do you think it might speak goblinoid? I mean, my wife has been teaching me a little bit of it on the side.
You
Maybe
can
I can try to
certainly
communicate
try,
with it?
though I don't think it'll really because it looks like an infant. It has 2 young around the eyes, specifically.
The ears kind of make me think it's aquatic in some way, but I don't know.
No, it's probably
Well,
used to
if
just
it's as-
simply being underground.
If it's young, I think we might be cornering it a little bit. I would hate for its mom to get upset at us. Maybe we can give it a little bit of space.
That's why I moved over.
True. We'll give it space just in case.
If its mother shows up, see us cornering it
Yeah.
and attack us on pretense.
It will very much do that. My beloved would have been here with us, but she had some technical difficulties. It's the whole reason I'm currently here.
Oh, I see. Is that what you were about? There.
Yes, the reason I am here mostly was because I wanted to show her the island and also wanted to make sure everyone knew what was going on. But like 2/3 of the people didn't show up or were busy, and then Scarlet had to go back to the ship and can't be here for the rest of the day, and then Kermon said he needed to explore the island, and I was like, well, that would make for a good team building exercise. So now I'm here.
I think I'm like heading to Aether soon, though. So,
Yeah.
if we're done looking at this creature,
You looking for something?
goblinoid.
I think
we'll
we could
be-
continue the exploration another day. Perhaps.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
we're
Actually,
explored the
hold on.
majority
Hold
of
on a
the
moment.
house. There's only the way out.
Within the close proximity of the creature, you're just looking at what it's doing. It's obviously on edge, and with a critical one, it alerts and goes running off around the corner.
That's bad. That's bad. We should not wait for the mom to show up.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, just give me a moment. I just gotta make sure, because this is probably the last dimension door I'm gonna be able to do today. Because ebb flow is getting a bit eepy. Okay, boys and girls of all ages, single file line.
Okay.
Add a character respawn.
Okay.
And Pommel,
I cannot wait.
right before you step into your dimension door, you see crawling around the corner another one of those beings, only much larger. And curious is why it's young is running.
Single file line. Good call. Good call.
Good call. Good.
I turn on my mirror and my
You know what?
eyes are just.
It's smart idea using the cave down below for what was needed. I thought you were probably gonna get together and, like, I don't know, probably make a massive amount of fire heat to get that going, and then you'd probably glass probably half that beach.
It's easier to use fire that's already there rather than.
Yeah, resourceful.
Plus, if we did it out in the open, more people would come over, and then we'd have people being like, "Oh no, but you should do it this way. Oh, but you're doing it wrong." It's like, no, I just want to get it done. I don't need 6 or 7 people giving me their opinion of if I'm doing it wrong.
Out of curiosity, you said 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you need that number, or did you come up with that number? Or I'm curious how you got the number.
Recommended that
Cool,
we
you're gonna
bring
watch the movie
fire,
say that
but
to
I
turn
also-
burning reds.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
see.
gonna go
we
now.
should bring, I had the idea to bring 5 when we were told that 2 wasn't enough.
Yes.
But then we were
Yeah.
like, recommended 5. So it's like, okay, well, I was
Recommended
gonna get
5, you didn't bring
anyway.
6. Well, good.
Okay, that would have been really funny if we did. Could you imagine if we just brought in a group of like 20 people and he's like, what the fuck?
But just about 20
Well,
people showed up in that one spot.
About 20 people showed up anyway.
Arctic would have probably caused a stir. We wanted to keep his presence low, and we accidentally went to the one spot where everyone was.
Yeah, we were trying to do the same thing.
But, Sylvie.
But I got a lot of information in my notebook about the place that we were in.
I want to tell
Oh,
you
good.
something.
I'm happy about that.
That's important about all this.
I'm
And also,
once again reminded that the strongest affinity to
how well did she do?
distract or contain fire elementals is fire itself.
I don't remember that.
Since heat
being,
magic
It's
is
a
like
trigger
time
word.
based,
Okay,
it's
good.
just
Yeah, they've been here before.
if one knows
Yeah.
how to manipulate fire,
Actually,
they know how to manipulate
here's
the
the
fire
thing with those
elemental and
statues.
stop
Don't
it.
say it twice. Don't say fire elemental twice.
But someone had gone up there and they put cups over their breasts and spoons in their hands. I didn't notice it at first until someone pointed it out.
What?
Is that why they refer to
Oh, they're talking about me being a gremlin.
I never thought of it that way before. Then again, Amberleaf can't fit in a cup like that. I shouldn't talk about that. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that was kind of funny how we thought over there, so. I have been thinking about maybe taking up a second job over here, though. You know, I've been told I have a good voice, so I mean, there's a stage over there not being used. I might as well just do a couple of songs every other day and get some coin that way.
Nothing hurt. You good there? Just laughing.
Oh, and we found something down there too. I'm trying to document some of the animals that are in the area. And there's a small little goblinoid creature that's down there. It was really adorable. Had like 4 eyes and these really big ears and little antennas. Although it did get spooked and skittered off somewhere, and we assume it's an infant, so, yeah, I don't know if it's a mother or it's, whatever it's taking care of its
I mean, if you run into an infant, you should probably leave it be, because you don't know where the mother is.
Yeah, but I was able to get a little sketch of it, and Pommel was able to take a look at it too to see what we were dealing with. Although, if it's an undiscovered species, I would love to give it a name.
Well, maybe ask one of the locals if they have a name for it. I assume they're
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there are some. The Ant-Man?
There's a
I have
tavern,
met
so
the
I think
Ant-Man.
there's a lab.
There's an Ant-Man?
Okay. So, the problem is that the Ant-Man has been stealing stuff. In fact, I believe there's multiple ant people. One of them was wearing. One of them has been lurking around there, and it had this. Hannah.
Oh, I'm fine.
You happen to notice that Crimron's holding Dory May's mask. We lost it last time we were down there.
I'm pretty sure he needs that.
Yeah, hold on there, friend. I was right next to him when he exploded. That's why I was ready to give it
That's
back
why
to
I
him.
don't go into the death cave.
He's been looking for this. I'm gonna return this to him.
Or I could, because I work with him and I was going to see him when I go back to Redwall. Thank you. I don't appreciate when people grab things out of my hands unless they ask for it. But yes, I'm planning on giving Dory Bay back his mask. I was planning on buying him a new one, but I do believe this one's probably important.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to have a spare.
Oh yeah, oh no. Although I did find another mask on that same Ant-Man. He was kind of wearing it like a pauldron.
What that mask look like?
22:48. What? It's already 10:48 already? Oh.
It made a lot of clicky sounds.
I met that one.
I don't have a melee weapon, but I do have some minor level spells to defend myself with. Go back to Aether.
never been here before.
Ooh. Armor. Armor. Alright.
It teleported me off the map.
Don't click it twice then.
Why am I being brought to a sky village?
Island in the sky. Islands in the sky. Back to the original. Yeah.
I think that's profit. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If I transform here, did he clean it up? Clean it up?
Property damage, yes.
Little objective that we go on. Nah, okay. See, I'm glad that someone understands. I think it's all the same.
Well, you are rising a bit.
Is it better?
I was saying a thing around the fame things. Like, can I have your name? You can be like, you can't have it. You can know. I can't take them off, and then you tell them your name.
If I take your seers, can I see?
No. I need my seers.
A little bit to the water, and I'm going to observe the difference, if there is.
Big hat. Big hat side in the window.
From 8, at first, nothing seems to really happen. And as you go to agitate the solution to see if that causes any effect, the one added to acid begins to foam up.
Okay. So it is not.
Can I have that back?
Oh yes. Wait, hold up.
Okay, so.
Wait, no, I said pristine white cloth to wipe off your face.
Like the reaction that the rotting was having to the
white
crumble.
claw.
No, you.
Why would I say a white claw?
What you will also
I
see
said
is it
claw.
seems getting warmer.
No, you said pristine white claw, not white cloth. That's why I said why
I
did you
said
give
claw.
him a can?
I said
One
claw.
last test. I'm gonna take this.
The most
is chemical
pristine,
reaction
perfect
with
white
the,
claw.
raw vein and the
There you go. Thank you
the
kindly.
mold still happening here.
It just.
It continues until the mold has fully died.
2,
Alright, has that happened yet?
1, and it just turns back white.
If not, then just
there you go.
spread
I
out
need
more
like
mold.
5 of
Okay.
those.
Are you busy?
In that case, more of that, more and these are like
No.
just a couple
Why?
milliliter quantities.
I was told that you're one of two people I should look for when asking for a Magi tutor.
Stomach acid to see if that neutralizes the
What?
reaction.
I did not hear that. Come over here.
You will see that, what you will see is that it
I
goes
was told to
entire
look
way
for
to
someone
foam up
like
on
yourself, matching your description
and start to
as a Magi tutor.
Shit. I think I might
Okay.
have misunderstood that. Alright.
So you want magic tutelage or?
I'm looking for someone to teach
Let me, mold, rot.
Okay.
She's gonna. I'm just gonna try diluting
I'm
it
gonna go
because I'm
find my
fucking
boyfriend.
desperate at this point.
Alright.
As you dilute it, the reaction slows down and becomes more controlled.
Oh, well, you know. Okay, let's
It
not.
also,
But busy.
it also the cooler water does reduce the temperature.
Understood. Okay. another quick check now.
That's a first. Alright. So you want tutelage?
Yes.
Okay. Was it you looked for any magi or?
I asked Rift if he was available, and he said to ask either you or one named Hannah.
Right. That makes sense. So do you know your affinities?
Earth and lightning.
Huh. Well, not that affinity stops anyone from teaching. What do you know of magic? Let's start with that.
I'm at a very base level. I've recently suffered from amnesia, and most of my memories from before have been lost.
Amnesia. I see. Okay. And I'm not gonna. I can teach you stuff. Sure. What would you want to know? Some general basis or?
Offense and defensive spells.
Right. What do you want to defend yourself against?
Attackers.
I meant more what kind of attack or attacker?
I don't really know.
Oh. There's magical kind, there's physical kind, or something else.
Is it too broad to ask for both?
Well, if you specify and you specify the what you learn, more proficient and actively beneficial it will be to the thing you want to protect yourself against. You want to protect yourself against blades and physical things. You make a barrier or a shield, like a thing that could possibly be somewhere near your arm, like an actual shield that is specifically made to be resistant to actual material instead of metaphysical stuff like magic.
I figure I could use my earth magic to make physical walls to stop attacks that way.
I mean, yeah, with earth magic you could, of course, you don't have to limit yourself when it comes to the earth magic. It also goes into possible cryomancy, which is creating ice.
Wait,
or shard,
when did
crystals.
When did Earth become ice? Interesting. Weird.
With lightning magic going to the offensive, the most obvious would be to teach you smite. At least that's the not height of that magic, but it is the middle ground and the most common spell used there. There's larger area stuff, but the most functioning and most efficient spell out of lightning is smite. Can you? Okay, let me ask you this: do you know magical languages, modern or arcanum, or ancient arcanum?
I can process languages pretty quickly.
Okay. Do you have any idea on what arcane calligraphy is? To write stuff?
No, I do not.
Intent. Okay. Let's go sit in the library and grab a few books there. Let's see her grab like 3 books. Alright. So, I got a book on just modern arcana, arcane calligraphy. It's very small, it's more like a pamphlet, and a book on specifically writing and making spell circles on pages. So, I don't know how quickly. I take it you're not a golem, but you're an automaton, right?
I am a construct.
Construct, right? Sorry, I'm not sure. Some non-organic beings like to be called different things, and it's hard to specify. So there's these books. You can. I'm not sure how fast you as a construct can process all of this. I'm not sure if I'm impressed or jealous. Okay. Now, so, grabbing a paper and ink with a quill. In there should have been an example of a few cantrips. Could you write me a cantrip for prestidigitation? Okay, yeah. So, she's gonna, let me grab this. She's gonna, you can see it's from the tip here, a small bit of what seems like syrup comes out and just, drops on the table and stains it a little. Try getting rid of that with prestidigitation.
It's a base level cantrip. It's quite easy for me to memorize.
I'm just taken back by, I guess, arcane focus. Sorry. So, let me write down the spell for smite. It's rudimentary spell, really, but well, it has very long distance, at least reasonably so, and it, well, doesn't have to always. I'm pretty sure I've seen it be used as a non-killing blow as well. Okay, so that's above, close to third level spell. It's not that simple.
I've memorized the pattern.
What do you think of that? Okay. Just tosses a ball of paper across the room. Great coincidence. It was more like lightning bolt, But I'm assuming you casted Smite.
Yes.
It's pretty good progress. Okay. Try this. Aim preferably outside. It is lightning bolt.
This one looks very familiar.
It's similar-ish, but maybe it's familiar to something else. Okay. So, let's say you're gonna be assaulted, have your form assaulted by a physical object. How would you want to respond to it? Be it a sword or a hammer?
I don't really remember fighting against physical objects much.
Well, this is for a small hexagonal barrier to form, and here on the text you can assume its position and shape. It's hard to specify when you want it, for example, on a specific part of the body, but it's easy to change the shape with, be it diameters and such, or sometimes people use. Sometimes you could add how big a single hexagon is, and then how many of them you want layered on in a circle around it. It's very malleable when it comes to it as a spell.
Pulls out a crystal and then forms it to match the hexagonal shape on the paper.
Like the crystals shaped into a hexagon? That's not exactly what I meant. No, she's gonna hit it with her finger.
It's very durable.
Making it a physical structure instead of a magical, but with a magical Now try growing this crystal, well, in a similar shape, but make it, I don't know, into a shape of a round shield, with limitations that it's only hexagons. Now, if you were to able to do that, for example, on your hand, now you could create, well, basically, I don't know if you can sharpen this. It's a crystal, maybe. Oh,
sharpen it.
How sharp is it?
Very sharp.
Very, I'm guessing.
soon as you touch it, you could feel a prick of blood.
That's dangerously sharp. Alright, well... Now... Can you... She's just gonna grab a piece of paper and gonna draw out a shape in a 2D shape. It's looking like more like an arrowhead. And then she draws next to it, and it's more like a cone with it's like an arrowhead that has just like this, like, until it almost looks like a cone. Now I'm making all of these edges sharp. Could you make that? I want you to try to, since it's magical, I want you to try and lift it.
I cannot lift anything if it's not within a physical touch of me.
Okay. Transmutation. Nope. Manipulate earth. Try to get a grasp on that. It's part of transmutation. And try to lift this. It's earth. It's magically inclined. It's not really even a prerequisite that you need, but it should make it easier. Now, send that flying into a wall.
Go straight through the wall.
And that's it. Now, if you can make these spikes and manipulate them, that's a physical attack you may use in combat.
Should I go call it through the same hole, or is it safer to go through the doorway?
You can probably just leave it there. The island's gonna repair the wall itself. It's magically inclined. Just leave the crystal wherever. You can go recover it later. Now, once we go outside, you could try and, well, just doing it from the ground itself. Not magically inclined, like a crystal, but from the ground itself. It might be a little more brittle, but with enough ground contact, you should be able to transmute it into a specific shape, and then pulling it out and using it as basically darts. Just a little bigger and more deadlier, I suppose.
Okay.
Same with the shape. It depends for you as what you get. If you get dirt, it's not gonna be as strong, but if you get like stone, it's much simpler. Well, she's just gonna make a pebble in her hand. Here. Try and use a normal rock. That goes through the window. Right. So, what did that do? Tell me.
I've transformed it into the little dart like you showed, and I fired it straight through the glass and through the tree behind it.
Huh. Okay. Well, since you might do that at some point again, we can try how to fix a thing. Very simple. Well, she's gonna just grab a different book. Right. Come over here. So. It's not a cantrip, but... No, actually it is.
Mending.
Here. She holds the book open. Now, try to mend that crack in the glass. After all, it's a crystal, technically, so it should be simple-ish for you. That kind of spell, it's easier for you because, well, you manipulate earth, and, well, glass is just sand. You could do that to, let's say, even, she just grabs one of the papers that she drew on, and just rips it. Try it on this.
You can watch as she tries to attempt it, and it doesn't work.
Try it with your holy affinity.
Still nothing.
Could it be that you can only affect rocks? It's possible. Just gonna look at her with lesser soul sight. So what's happening? Why the magic is not happening? Are you trying to do it right now?
You will see that the magic is attempting to do so, but as soon as it gets to the fingertips, it just stops.
That might be more of a crafter thing to figure out. I'm not really well versed on construct. Seems your magic got stopped at your fingertips. Oh, let's leave that for now. Alright, here. The same book. Try making that. She points at what is mage hand.
Attempts to cast mage hand, and same thing, nothing happens.
Just makes what is basically a small crystal pebble. Puts it in your hand. Form that into that description of a hand from that spell.
Forms it into a hand.
Now try to move it as this spell instructs. So, as much as I summarize, your magic is very chained down to earth. Well, you could do lightning too. How to try that? Well, when you're learning new spells, in general, for you, you're gonna have to substitute for some kind of rock alternative. Be it casting mending, you can only cast on rocks or rock-like substances. How would you use lightning to mend, for example?
There's not a lot of things you can mend with lightning.
She's just gonna basically elbow the window to crack it. I want you to fix this, but not using earth. You know, moving the glass itself. I want you to try using what you used for casting electricity. Try using the same spell you tried. You used that using fixing the window over there, but use it with what you spellcasted before, the lightning or the smite.
You watch as she casts lightning to repair it, and it's like a blinding light of like using a welding tool to mend it with lightning.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's bright. Oh, that's bright. Does it look fixed or is it looking different?
It looks like it was sealed, but it looks like a welding type seal.
Huh. Heat. Interesting. I mean, it is near heat. It kind of makes sense. Alright.
Right, it is. Lightning's is like right next to fire.
Or even adept? Alright, let's try stuff outside. So, say, what's outside of fixing your amnesia, what is your purpose?
To find my master who created me and fulfill my original goal if it still exists.
Okay. Can you recognize anything about the construct? Is it specific in any way?
Unless you know Hex, I guess.
Yeah, I know Hex.
Yeah, you would recognize that they have like a similar design to that of Hex.
I guess that. Yeah, that makes sense. It's right next to heat. That would make sense.
Just right next to heat. That was
There
accidental.
is a construct similar to you, but they're not around much. At least I haven't seen them.
The one known as Hex, correct?
Yes, bluish and looks and you know, more human-like design than yours.
I have been looking for them because Mr. Cyndaquil has said that I should try speaking with them about my past, but I have not seen them since.
I don't want to just brush you off with the same thing. I'm not sure how much I can help you looking for them. I'm not that acquainted with them. I don't know who is. Master Califax might be. Pretty sure they studied under him a little, since they're a soulmate.
Sorry, sister, stepping them out.
Is everything alright?
Bruce, you can see on the ground here, there's like a weird gelatinous foam log on the ground, seeping some kind of off-putting green liquid.
Elbows her, she flies off into space.
There's also a ball-shaped hole in the log, and that you can see in the glass sphere, or the crystal sphere on the bench, some of that log has been contained.
Monkey?
You're fine. honest.
Should I come back at another time?
Poo.
Are you injured?
Couple days ago, yeah.
Stay on the bed when you're. I'll get to you in a moment.
Not the
bed. Let's do this. Here you go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a change of bandages, but that's the extent of all I need.
Well,
Yeah.
With an 11.
What are you doing?
With an 11, you all very delicately.
What? I didn't hear that. Sorry, it's blacked out.
God! What art thou doing?
Evelyn,
Oh, looking for Califax and or Hex.
The Plague Mother.
I've seen them around.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, I think I smelled them in the forest. But don't take my word for it.
You see it and you make sure it's floating.
You or did you not see them? It's a very big difference. I don't know who even plays Hex.
Use the cellulose on the remainder of the fissure, and gaps between the vent and the river. That is the
Oh. Do I have a map?
Will hold and set. And you now have a clear view into your mixture as well as a repaired mother.
That is perfect. You know what? If any of you can make another of those, I will buy it from you. Because I'm currently making a way to automate this
Yes.
nightmarish process. Genuinely.
Hi, I need to talk to Califax if he's around, or preferably Moonlight / Hex. But I have not seen Hex for like months now.
Califax is not currently available.
Okay. Do you know if the person who plays Hex is available?
No, I'm not aware.
Thank you, regardless. It's feeling that's not him.
As well.
Okay, sure.
In a way.
Really needs to be the healer skill?
Oh,
better in a way than none.
You want to sign up for the Healers
I'm
Guild?
looking for a person, but I haven't seen them from a couple of days, so. And I don't want to just brush off someone.
Is someone important?
Do you want to sign up
For them, yes. For me, no, not really.
We can do it at the same time.
Name description, anything like that?
Similar look, at least design-wise. Instead of yellow, blue, Hex, Construct, Soul Mage.
Hex. Rem has heard of them and seen them once, but has no idea where. Rem will keep eye out for, though.
I could take my shirt off if you need to.
Oh, by the way, I seen Red today, yes?
No, I have no one.
Put that down real quick.
Understood.
Is that your right arm also? I can see underneath your
Rem is one.
I see Hex. I see right now.
Okay.
Linda was looking for earlier, by the way.
But you can call me Z to make it easy.
Any idea where she is? No clue. Was by Fountain earlier. Is not by Fountain now.
Practical
So,
healing, perhaps both.
speaking
I
of,
really don't use
are you
magic
feeling any
that
better?
much because I am very concerned of it. My safety and everyone else. So I make things by
That is
hand.
quite understandable.
You're one of the smartest people in the guild already.
Just fucking do it.
a nice reason to check. I did not check. That would have been better question if
That's what I'm
Rem did
trying
not
to
go.
handy person.
I'm just saying I'm
Do you know if you have any
Besides,
magical affinities?
Kind of. Not really good to remember it. I haven't used it for a long time.
We can come back to that
I think
later.
I'm Flux Tucker.
Yeah,
Flux
I got
token.
chart.
Of the I also have one.
I don't
The
think
direct connected
Hex is around
areas
in
of
general.
Aether.
Sadly.
Aether,
Oh.
Redwall.
By the way,
or
son.
perhaps.
Yes?
Both of them.
I have something else in mind
Where
too,
most
which
likely
you
might
be interested in
find
learning.
you should we have need to call
Maybe.
upon
Sure.
you in particular.
I'm just trying to figure out a way
I'll be sometime
who to point.
Okay.
With the 13th, your badge
I
of
didn't
risk
actually
will
catch your
remain
name.
Chris the Construct.
No side effects.
Right?
Ah.
That is my name that Rift gave me, because I don't remember my original name.
Is there anything else you would like
Chris,
the guild to be aware
at least.
of if you do not
I'm not sure where to really point you.
say anything if there's nothing you would.
You know, I could just continue learning spells from you every other day or something.
I have nothing concerned by myself.
Sure.
Yeah, I could teach you no entry or anything.
Yeah, not of Earth
Magic, that's all.
or holy. But not the preferable thing, but just of general knowledge. Not to mention they have a very specific affliction, I'd call it. They're incapable of casting anything outside of interacting with metals or stones.
That will just about cover
Hmm.
unless I miss something. Yeah, just a sec.
Connection to reality is fucking. Hoping.
We'll be heading out in just actually,
It's easy one of those
head out
days.
now. We're in no hurry. We'll be at the 4th if you need anything.
What?
Thank you for
You're
your
welcome
help.
to come along. Actually,
You're
there's
welcome.
someplace I'd like to show you. When you get the chance, of course. I understand you're busy right now.
Oh yeah, Ron, did I show you the new
Get
toy I've got?
this taken care of here.
Toy? Which one?
Get you a.
Any of you sick or injured?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Awesome.
No sick, no injured.
Apply this to your person if you so desire.
That is different
It's a
from
listen for
everyone,
See,
so...
let me check my notes here.
Apply that to your.
Hello, Ichigo.
Hello. The fact that you have it
Hey, sure.
is
You will see inside of that is a weird gelatinous sloshing mass with an unsettling green tinge.
We shall live on.
You know what? I know best than to ask.
No.
It's apparently something for sleeping.
Acquaint yourself with the surroundings if you had not already.
Hmm.
Who's that?
understand
Wait,
you
what?
were,
Oh, this is
in here
work in
before I
progress.
arrived.
A.
If you have any
I'm
questions
hoping it's
about,
gonna be a new research instrument. This is just
the
the.
guild building,
This is
you
the
can ask
husk, not
me,
husk.
you can
The
ask
what do you call it?
our guild leader,
Mhm.
Doctor.
The frame.
You can also
Try
ask
something there.
anyone else.
Out of
in the
character.
guild.
Fantastic job on that, honestly. Good job.
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Hear you, but did not see you.
Kind of like a
Yes, he is
massive
our
like
guild master.
heat or she was here.
Yeah,
Are you gonna hold your arm like that the whole time?
I mean, yeah.
Does that
I
not
mean, I
tire
can do
you
this.
out?
Yeah, I met him yesterday.
I don't
Okay.
have.
They're invisible.
Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking
Realizing
about.
many people have picked
They're a
up this
construct.
ability.
You don't get tired like you
It's useful spell.
humans do.
Oh.
I did tell him I was not.
Exactly.
That's right.
Magic that well.
I don't know. Energy's wacky. Not usually my area of
Good to see.
specialization.
Remember, this is the arm that was literally blown off. It's as good as new.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All this
Think things will be easier.
Oh
I'll
right.
have to craft a
actually.
new one and deliver it to you tomorrow.
Kind of see me around
Mhm.
because.
What's that?
Are there any more alchemical experiments you want me to run?
I'd love to do.
Or is the last one the only thing you want for now?
Right now, I need to negotiate with Norm to try to get a sanitary clean room at the new location and to try to deal with the fact that there's a giant magic crystal in the middle of the space that we need to be using.
Yes,
to
it's
test it throughout.
stabilized.
Make my own salve.
Yeah,
what do you-
it's
I'm gonna-
relatively stabilized.
I'm gonna harass him about it because it seems wrong to me. I don't like it being there to begin with. I
Leisurely.
don't trust its magic crystals.
Leisurely. Consider this.
This is the salve.
If there is rampant amounts of magical energy in an area,
Is there a
that
certain
magic
side
crystal
effect to it?
condenses it, so that area should have a slightly lower amount of ambient magic. If it makes
So
sense.
I'm not really sure who to point you to because they haven't been around much.
That's a theory we can
Something to
test.
consider.
Well,
You should test it.
but yeah, I'm going to the guild. There's also a lot of bureaucratic work I have to do there.
Okay,
So.
so you maybe talk to a crafter of other constructs.
I've spoken
Maybe
with
you
multiple
should go mine.
crafters and a few of the constructs from the Glass City, and no luck there.
What do you need assistance with?
Small cuts, scrapes.
Amnesia.
Speaking with you.
That's something that kind of like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm designation 15-DNY-2, or Ichigo.
Mana to have to help them with magic.
I specialize in constructs, but you are not the construct I specialize in. I'm sorry.
Worth a try.
I cannot restore memory, I'm sorry. If I could, I would not.
I know someone who manages, let's say that, manages memories.
Hello.
I don't know if it works in constructs, but it's worth a try. But they're around.
I will be entering crafting
No,
mode eventually.
he doesn't like doing memories.
I will be
Remember,
joining.
he wants to sell books.
Okay.
Right, in that case, let's go.
But those they are mostly around always afternoon or the evenings.
They're getting funding from Halifax. I may as well tell Stern about it, see if she wants to be involved. Waiting for Halifax to this was partly her idea, but...
Sadly, I can't help you that much, but if you catch me when I'm not doing much, I wouldn't mind teaching you or leading you towards more books.
Wanted it to be somewhere I know to be safe. Don't worry about it.
Since you most likely will study like a wizard would, just consuming knowledge.
Any different?
Certainly.
I'd say, you know, for the meanwhile, try. There's one of the blue books. Try reading those. They're mostly metaphysical spells. Try finding an alternative with your, be it your electricity or your, your lightning or your stone transmutation.
Alright.
I've been given to understand that
Try to problem solve and how logic there would work there.
Hitting people anymore.
It's understandable.
Okay, I understand.
I sound to enjoy it.
they apparently have a very,
I would enjoy being
very
hit.
long name.
Because it was a weird way of you showing affection.
Yeah, I met some people
Obviously.
with long names too.
So what did you want to show me?
I'll keep you no longer if you have places in Norway. I shall be.
Is your hair still gonna stay blonde? By the way?
Okay. Until I
If you
get
have
that
any,
curse
if you have any questions, you may ask me anytime.
Sorry, I am so zoomy right now. I had like
make it larger.
Permission.
Well, you're not at the cusp.
What permission first?
Ask Halifax for funding for lab, for proper research, rather than just, research is having to go off.
Oh, my back is killing me. Oh, hi, Apper. Good to see you again. Ugh. God, I really need to do like some exercises or something. My back is killing me.
And there goes all the characters I was gonna speak to. God fucking damn it, why don't you even get on up?
It's a mood.
Oh, and Ephesus. Are you alright?
Yeah, let's. I'm so glad you came at literally the perfect time because this one right here literally just got done solving the problem that this contraption is intended to fix in the first place. So the thing that we're brewing in the Healers Guild, you will immediately notice that this is just a contraption that is designed to do it in a more controlled and safe environment. All right, Forza.
Yeah. I really got 3Gs.
Forza like is right up.
Ow! Oh, back hurts. Oh well. You'll sit down for a bit. Well, let's swap off the voice mod for a bit. I love getting VR chat issues. Would like most likely kick me on sight. Barely probable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I'm drunk. Oh, it just kicked me straight back here. Oh, that's right. Well, I want the forest. I'm like, I expect anytime I look at these tier lists, I'm at the bottom. Why am I a smash? What the fuck? People, why? Stop putting Duskrain up high. She doesn't belong up there. I swear, I'm gonna show up one day in a very, like, sexy outfit that's like, I don't know, like a formal outfit or something. If I could find something like that, and people are gonna be like turning heads, and I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing that? Diplomatic stuff. Rats. Where am I? I don't see my quiet respect. Oh, fast. Let's go fast.
Right now. Yep.
Alright.
I do.
Take it easy.
Okay. May the moonlight watch over you.
So many blacksmiths. So many blacksmiths.
Is there
but
something?
we don't have a tailor.
Yeah. Is there something called like magic weaving where you can like sew like magic into your clothing?
Hey guys.
Or something?
So, found a new place that I think is, well, not found like a new place, but definitely found a place that I think a couple more people should probably go to. I just found out that this place has an actual, like, religious worship here. There's an actual deity looking after this place.
Oh, campfire has a light. That's cool.
You have to spot us.
I got stabbed.
Dope.
My deal.
Imagine getting stoned.
Are you okay? Have you been?
I don't think I can fly with this one. Nope. I can't fly in this avatar. Man, it get dark in here. We're going to swap to an avatar that does fly. Because I like flying.
Wait, isn't that just...
Oh, okay. Oh, where did all you guys come from?
We jumped from a cliff. Don't worry, we weren't in it.
Well, you could.
Thank you.
It'd be nice if for once we had company in the tavern.
Fuck the tavern.
How are people doing lights on... The fuck are you doing a light on a not... Is it a particle light?
I smell malice.
Oh, goodbye.
Okay. I'm not gonna question it. I don't care. I'm going to not worry about it. I see people doing stuff. So.
Oh, they have actual floor now. Alright. I can barely see. What happened here? Yeah. We can set up the instrumentation.
What the fuck? Turn that off.
This has taken about a... How long would you say this has taken us, roughly?
Sort of like, maybe a month. Month and a week. Oh no.
Let's just...
Wait.
Huh? Say again?
Maybe you for a month.
I can't understand your accent, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I can't understand it either.
Something's here.
Of course it's here.
Something's here?
Something's here.
Is it me?
More likely someone.
Let me just put this down for now. There you go.
Someone is here.
Why is it always the slimes that break the suspension of things?
I didn't notice you were here. Thought I figured I'd stay quiet.
What? It's the darkness. It's nice and comfortable. It's called shadow stepping. It's very dark in here and I like it.
You know what?
Yeah,
Why
does anybody
don't
have a
all
light?
of you take a listen?
No.
I would like to talk
Unfortunately,
for a moment.
that's one of the
If
few
it
things
doesn't
I can
concern you, you
never
don't have
have.
to. But
Not
definitely,
I'm
you
working in
really
the
would
dark,
be
I
interested
guess.
in this. And you, Ichigo, because you now understand the process of what we're trying to accomplish. What we brought in right here is a complex implementation we have been working on for a while for automating some of the more tedious parts of Valkyrie. That is heat regulation. That is procedurally addressing valves based on a void in a cauldron, right? This has been important for the type of alchemy I have been focusing on, which is particular substance of cryptozoology, focused on very small living organisms. I'm at a state right now
Norn asked you to
where
build that?
no, this is mine. That's why. So I'm gonna ask Norn at a certain point for a clean room because we have so many problems related to contamination and cryptozoic biological alchemy that causes potions to go awry in a variety of ways, right? And I would like to offer him the opportunity for us to set up our equipment here in exchange for a clean room. If he doesn't want that, if he says no, then we will take this somewhere else. But for now, I think it will be here because I would like to help him.
I would still say inform him because we still haven't gotten most of this set up and
Should I be building it?
If something
It's like
Finish building it and we can move it when it's built. Now that we aren't going to be carrying it a long way, I can put it on casters. But yes. If anybody needs access to that, please let me know. Does anybody have a way to get contact? Of course, I have a way to contact North. My hand.
Yeah, you should be default. Actually, you should be here unless you.
I'll send him a quick sending. It takes me a little bit of this was bad. This kind of fancy little magic stuff.
Imagine using magic. Can't be me.
It's an artifact. It's a gray zone.
Oh, yeah. Can you lift it? Turn it upside down? But don't drop it. Yeah. What's on the fire cage?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Actually,
Okay. Right set up.
Wayne, you've been. Where's Wayne?
Thank you.
Yeah, I flipped it.
Oh, back on the floor. There you go.
Wayne is completely gone. Okay. Alright. I was gonna say, I've got a couple of other reagents I'd like to stash. I don't know if we have like a staging area for all our supplies right now or not.
It should be done for the most part. Now we just need to hook it up to like a water bucket. Some sort of barrel maybe.
You know, so Mountain Man earlier, when he said that Ichigo recognized that you weren't making something for whatever, Ichigo does recognize it. She really doesn't care.
Good, that's the good things. If you ever recognize something that someone is doing in Aether, you just fucking ignore it. That's the best way to do things.
No, it's not so much ignore. She's aware of it. She registered the threat. She doesn't care.
Is it a threat to you? No. Is it a threat to other people? Maybe. Who cares about other people?
Who cares in general?
Yes. To the new people here, a certain period of time ago, Norn came after my ass for breaking into his house.
What the hell?
Yeah, you remember that, don't you?
The glass tubing is courtesy of Norn.
Funny that it made its way back here. what a exchange of events, right?
He's the guy with the celestial hands, right?
He can astral project his body. It's not just celestial hands.
Okay.
Regardless.
Okay then.
Generally speaking, I'm kind of in a. He's agreed to look past it. in exchange for my services to the guild. And part of that means collecting reagents, supplies, and instrumentation for this hall downstairs. Which... downstairs? Why is it here? Which, by the way...
It's a good spot!
Is an atrocity in its own right.
It's...
a good spot. Okay. Finding for you, Desk, because I don't believe you have been brought up to speed. You might already know this. But you're familiar with contestants?
Yes.
Right. We were doing a bunch of experiments recently, and Red discovered that the contestants latent in an area is inversely proportional to the mana in an area, right? And a lower contestants volume leads to instability and in the process, right? The reason that this concerns me is because of the giant magic crystal in the middle of the alchemy hall.
It's a metal
And
crystal.
I do not know. Yeah, it's a metal crystal. I do not know the impact that that is going to have on any experiments that we run down here. If it were up to me, we'd be doing all our alchemy in nulls, but I don't have access to nulls quite so easily, and we can't exactly make one, given the tower will get our ass. I know null
zone. Where the ley lines don't exactly touch. Right?
That's about what I figured. That is precisely it. And in theory, Upnilson would be the perfect place to do alchemy, but hey, right now we get what we get. And I've been speaking to Red very tentatively about these results, and we have some options for how to make sure that we're keeping the mana out of an area. Alright, I hope that you're well. What brings you here?
I'm just curious.
Oh,
Well, that's a good thing to be.
Have you been formally introduced to the guild?
Also, hello.
You have? Perfect. Yeah, I'm just talking with a couple
What the
of folks.
fuck?
Oh no!
Why are...
Wait, how'd you find this place?
It's very easy to find, honestly.
Did you think you're the only one that can
what? There's two... Wait. That's amazing. That's surprising. Like, why the fuck are there two of them? There's one over there on the table, and there's one over here.
I do not know why it's chosen to set up out here. It is not exactly discreet, but to my understanding,
Fucking stealing my couch.
Remoteness, which is the quality, but
I can make my own if you want.
This place is extremely inconvenient.
I mean, if you're saying that alchemists guild building up here, I mean, it's pretty smart to do the amount of resources out there.
Yeah.
Theories where you don't like this.
Okay.
Aetherians are one thing. You don't have any how to fight against your super looking for location stuff.
So, I will say, on the topic of an abundance of resources, be exceptionally careful about that, because unfortunately, and it is of intense aggravation to me that this is even something that we have to deal with, there are forces that are currently overlooking the island that have not taken kindly to our loot, and have been retaliating against the people on the island in a manner of unpleasant and unsavory ways. The current... We're at an impasse, but we have reached an arrangement wherein if we make sacrifices to the spirits of this island, they will let us be, as long as we don't do anything too egregious.
Hi, Andre. Hi, Kelly.
Perfect. That's exactly who I was looking for.
The one named Kelly.
The clone actually offsets really badly.
I can see that,
I don't know
yeah.
where that Ichigo is for me.
It's currently on the table facing Lazuli.
Well, that's where it should be.
Yes, that's where it is.
I'm not sure where the... Yeah.
We've been working together on projects recently. Again,
Because that's where I left it when I hopped it
Mhm,
on.
that's where I see it, yes.
I don't mean to interrupt, but when you have a moment...
What do you mean mine? I'm not an alchemist.
Sorry, I mixed you up with...
Lazuli, don't... I know.
Even if they've never met me, everybody does it.
He's not Norn.
It's the ears.
It's the ears!
Everybody thinks I'm either him or his kid. We are not related. Everybody just sees brunette, not brunette. Is that brunette?
Brown.
Am I brunette?
Brown.
Sure.
Okay. Everybody just sees brown-haired werewolf with like salt and pepper-ish hair and thinks, oh yeah, that's the same guy.
Looks really nice on you, by the way. Never actually got to tell you that.
Yeah, because I've been stressed out about everything going on with the group. This isn't age, it's stress. Anyways.
Did you need something?
I'm delivering a bunch of torches because it's dark in here.
But we like it dark in here.
What is? Hold on. What is this?
Don't worry about.
You will see inside of that there is a sludge that has an unfortunate, like, sickening green taste to it, and at the top of the sealed container there are fumes accumulating. Oh, that's also byproduct. We're gonna be doing some tests for it later. And right next to it, all of that instrumentation. Norn got us some like precision glass too. We've been shopping around for instrumentation to automate a couple of very tedious alchemical processes that we've been struggling with a lot lately, particularly related to actuating valves via a buoy and a column. It's, graphite reinforced. Thank you. I'm sorry. Look, Lily's the one who did the heavy lifting on it, so they can probably answer your questions best. But we're kind of at an impasse right now because in order to make any progress, we need a clean room, and we were going to eventually. I was going to talk with some of the people here, say, hey, what's our status on possibly getting a sanitary area? And if that's not possible, we can take.
We have like 5 other rooms that need to be built in this place in the first place. We're not even close to that. We have maybe like 3 or 4 more days.
All I was told to do was deliver torches here.
That's because
Norn doesn't know you're here.
Assistants.
We're members
so
of the
Norn
guild.
doesn't know you're here, but now we're going to
I
tell
can't
him.
believe Aether is full of sin.
We're all members of the guild, it doesn't matter. It's probably a good thing that we're here actually working, and... Wow, they're snitching for no reason. We're not in his house like last time.
We're not gonna get in trouble. We're not gonna get in trouble, right?
We're not going through Norn's private things in his home.
Yeah, the hell.
Leslie.
By the way, I've still got a 500 milligrams on me of quicklime. If any of you have.
What?
Any of you? Sorry, I forget. For you Aetherites, that is half a kilogram.
What did you say? Did you say milligrams or millibras? I don't know what you said over there. That's why I was asking.
I only speak Ethereum.
Milligrams?
Fucking red ball shit.
Okay, listen. I have been trying my best to translate units.
Huh?
Where I am from, the unit you guys refer to as a kilogram,
yes,
I refer to as a grov. And what you guys refer to as a gram, I refer to as a milligrov. Similarly speaking, there's also the matter of...
You do spend a lot of time groveling, so...
It's
G-R-A-V.
Alright, so you know
You pronounce it still grov.
It's like Etherean Tesco, you know? Like, she's from a...
Tesco is Tesco. This one's
Aether Tesco.
Call it Costco.
What's this I hear about everybody needing a chat?
Hello.
Chat.
Oh, if not...
Hello, not Andre.
If you're available, thing.
Look, she did it. I couldn't resist. She called Andre walked in here and she called Andre you.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about my son.
That is your son. Okay.
No, it is not.
It's not. I just love seeing the joke come full circle.
He's my gopher.
Gopher. That's great.
No, they are my gopher.
Understood.
Sometimes I give him potions to deliver, or equipment, or random bullshit I decide to hand off to him and give over to other people.
Right. Besides the point, meet Ichigo, meet Ripley. They have been helping me a lot with my personal alchemical pursuits lately, and I wanted to introduce them to the guild. Moreover, I wanted to ask a couple of questions about the plans. First and foremost, the type of cryptozoology I've been focusing my research on has to do with the preservation of life and the purity of life of very small organisms, right?
Well,
which is a big problem because everywhere else I've worked, there is constant contamination. And if we could get a room cordoned off, have some rules about scrubbing up. But the Healers Guild, people are used to the terminology about scrubbing up. Here, I'm not sure so much. Before entering and exiting,
I'm aware of sterilization and making sure that a room is sealed off and sterile.
Right.
Isolated from all outside pathogens and infections that are able to be caused by either airborne or ground-borne illnesses between biological components or peoples.
Perfect. You're already ahead of the game then. If there's anything we could do
There's
in
a plan
exchange
for
for
that.
allowing... There is a plan for that.
Yes.
Lazuli, I think he would be hitting you upside the head right now.
Yes, he would be.
If he were
no,
not
don't
astral
worry. I'm going to
projecting.
be delivering myself in about 2 seconds.
All right.
You just do that?
Now you fucked up.
It's a pleasure to
The
meet you in
astral
person.
projector is how I deliver potions, equipment, and objects across great distances. Each of your slides, if you got my little booklet, which I'm sure you did
Yep.
if you're a part of the guild.
That's how I contacted you.
I'm here to deliver whatever the fuck she made.
Alright. Well,
They're an
if you're in the
artisan.
Alchemist Guild, you at least have one delivery a day that you're able to do either to me or me to you.
Oh.
What about the Artisan Guild?
I'm able to give you analysis or breakdowns of whatever you might have found because I'm pretty good at breaking things up into their base components and figuring out what the fuck is what. Alchemically.
Am I gonna be a part of every fucking guild? I really don't want to be.
You don't have to get involved with
That's a
it.
lot of fees.
Let's see
I'm not gonna lie to
here.
you.
Healers Guild, Alchemist Guild, Redwall Guard, Bed and Breakfast Group, Glass City.
We don't know. It is in a sealed container, and we would like to take a look at some point. Okay, this kind of brings
And
me
you
to the
thought it
second
was a...
question.
Yes. Go on. Ask your question.
So something that we do at the Healers Guild a lot is identification of pathogens. That is essential to our work as healers, right?
Also known as Fester.
In particular, there is a lot of instrumentation in every alchemy lab I've been in that could greatly aid in that. And I understand, I wanted to bring you a proposition, or rather, a request to be able to utilize these facilities for pathogen identification. I understand that we are introducing a potentially poison into the area, right? And that we do not necessarily have a treatment for this. And that is your literal only rule, is that we do not develop poisons. I was wondering if this gray zone, because these will be poisons we found, might be palatable.
You know, fuck it.
Do you remember the specific wording of the rule that I gave to you not but a few days ago?
If you're going to make a poison, make sure to also make the antidote. Was that right?
Yes. If you make a harmful poison, you need to be able to counteract it. If you come across a harmful poison, you need to work towards making something to counteract it.
Right. And that's why we brought that here.
You'll notice that it's an actually like completely encased amethyst. Like it has no
it has no exit
holes
point
at all.
But is it a poison?
It is fully self-contained, so that none of the liquid inside is capable of getting out. Just that nobody knows what the fuck it is.
Yes.
So you could bring it to any of the people that could actually examine it.
To help you out with this, at the moment, we do not have the facilities or equipment that are necessary for breaking down and analyzing things like that in the usual method of alchemical analysis. However, if you take a look at this room, these entrances will go into a larger room, those smaller ones will be going into side rooms. This is going to be a greenhouse, that's going to be a surgical bay, that's a crystal farm, this is a that's a fucking prison. This is going to be a staging area for lessons and otherwise. And there's also going to be a highly secured testing area utilizing the very dense stone and metal infused objects that I have found while excavating this cave transmuted and converted into a almost 3-meter thick cylinder of metallic infused items that will not be able to be exploded, corrupted, or otherwise affected by shit like this. So, good thing if you can figure out how to do this. Convince or talk with the island area people, like I have been attempting to do, to make sure that nobody tries to retaliate or just be angry about what we're doing here. We're attempting to improve the land, not destroy it.
Yes. So I actually, yesterday, had a brief chat with these powers that be, and I made a pretty hefty sacrifice. The only problem is that they're incredibly inconvenient to reach. And it is kind of annoying, but yes, no, people have been really fucking around on this island.
Yes, and you keep
they
on.
hate us.
You throw
They
out
really
so
hate
many
us.
contracts with people, it's getting you in trouble. How many shits do you.
Do not work in contracts, work in
Contracts,
trade
trade
agreements.
Okay.
This was a sacrifice.
A sacrifice. Still.
A sacrifice is a one-sided contract, depending on how it's done. Anyways. So what the fuck did you bring me?
What is this?
Alright. This substrate. Okay, are you familiar with Rotbane?
Who?
Rotbane. It's a substance.
Oh, yeah, Rotbane.
It's antifungal.
Oh.
There you go.
Right. So we applied a concentration of Rotbane to a pathogen which we've been studying, right? In order to remove a mold contamination. The mold, by the way, feeding on sugar. It is aerobic, not anaerobic. We were able to kill it, right, and get that taken care of. However, applying the Rotbane, even in a distilled 1 to 100 parts in distilled water, or diluted in 1 to 100 in distilled water, a log started to grow out of the cauldron we were experimenting in. I want to say maybe 3 meters tall, and then promptly collapsed onto the floor of the healer's yield, and it was slowly leaching out whatever the fuck was in it onto the floor. So Ichigo helped clean that up and contain it, and we're trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Okay. First thing, you added a 1 to 100 solution of watered down Rotbane to an unknown pathogen of what kind of origin?
It was supplied by my professor as a part of an assignment.
Fester?
I know how to cure. I know how to cure. I know how to cure. It is
I don't give a
actually
shit
very
about what
relevant.
it was. I'm caring about what was in it.
Have you heard of worm flu?
Worm with an O or worm with a Y?
Ooh.
Why? It is
Yes, I'm familiar.
Right. Yeah, it's an exhausting disease, right? Halifax uses it for sleep as sleep aid, apparently, and they just take a potion of. They did take the antidote on a regular basis. It is really not hard to synthesize the antidote. Point being, we're currently researching the natural life cycle of this pathogen, right? Again, as you know, I'm currently researching sleep, right? And this was tangentially related, so I've been keeping the experiment running as I learn to better use alchemical means to influence the development of this colony.
You can't just he blah out of this. You know that, right?
At the blah.
You cannot either eto or hee your way out of things.
Let me take a look at this. Is there any way to filter out whatever exactly you're using to keep this thing contained in terms of magical ability?
I mean, I have full control over this. I can get you a piece, I can open it, I can do basically any shape that you wish out of it.
Can you make it more transparent?
Not current. Well, I mean, I can in RP. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
And then it becomes completely opaque to the point where you actually can't see it, and it looks like the thing's floating.
Transparent.
Transparent. Opaque is actually.
Sorry, transparent. It does this. It does this.
It does funny
The way that my
hoo-ha.
body does this.
Go poof.
It's not open. You don't need that yet. But also good idea.
Yeah.
Should mask up.
You made it. Yeah, you made it sound like you were about to open it, and I am at my wit's end with toxic fumes.
At most, I would create a vial that has a small part of it for isolated
Understood.
study.
Well, Norm ponders. Hi, Ripley. As you can tell, my boss is a little scary, but
Yeah, Fester's a prick.
smart. Not that boss. This guy is way
What?
smarter
Norn?
than Fester.
Norn's not scary. Norn is someone you just gotta get used to.
He seems reasonable to me.
Fester is a prick. We don't want to. I'm tired of dealing with Fester at this point. I thought we were done with him, but apparently you're not, and you're causing more issues in the Healers Guild.
They're not issues. This is research for treatments for a bunch of people who have sleep-related diseases currently, who have afflictions when they try to sleep. We are trying to come up with a solution for them that is longer term than just deal with it and be constantly exhausted.
You learn to adapt. That's how. It's not just dealing with it. It's adapting to it, because everyone's stressed out over war and such.
Or, of course, you could install yourself.
That too. If you want to just become a construct, you can just do that. And you don't have to worry about sleep at all.
It's a hell of its own.
Is that? Yeah, I was gonna say, is that safe?
It's
Well, it depends.
safe for
I'm
your
1,000
soul.
years old.
It's safe for your soul, not your body, obviously.
Wouldn't you consider me a model citizen?
You know, this is like
Ichigo's
the.
eyes.
Honestly,
This is like the
Ichigo's eyes
fifth or fourth
literally just
construct I've
flatten
seen.
in color.
I mean, you've been very kind to everybody here and very, very nice. I would consider you, in fact, one of the most reliable people I've ever worked with. Truly a model citizen.
Fantastic.
Does your crystal thing suppress magic from being applied to it, or from the outside?
I could concentrate the earth magic into another
Either if
location
you
and allow
have
it
to
to
be here if
permeate.
you don't want, but Ripley, in particular, Ripley, I thought this might be interesting to you because this is the
This
direct
entire thing is
byproduct
like
of
directly
the type
controlled
of
by
alchemy
earth
that
and
we're
stone
doing.
magic.
So
Okay.
this is one of
I
the
was.
She just moves the Aether so that you have a clear space to channel if you need to.
Okay. I was going to see if I could. If it is a poison, I can use my poison affinity to move the object or whatever it is that a gas is and control it in some way.
I'm sure that Andre is in contact with the DM, but it is definitely a disease, not a poison.
Well, poison is well, poison is on blight,
Disease has
which
its
is
own-
disease is also on blight. That's the thing. Blight is poison, rot, and disease.
It is also notably mundane. I do not know if it has any intrinsic affinity. I have literally never checked.
Yeah, poison's right. Poison is right.
Consults magic table.
Yes, I have a pamphlet that just gives me the entire magic pamphlet. Yeah, disease is right next to poison.
Also, I guess a forewarning: never use fire or arcane on this.
Obviously,
because it will shatter
you're
into a billion pieces.
It's Earth. Yes, don't worry.
You wouldn't know that unless I told you.
You just did, like 2 minutes
did.
ago.
I can't stress this enough. I have lost enough of these.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck did you do?
Nothing yet. I was going to suggest using my poison affinity. That was all.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Get that shit.
I didn't channel anything. I was just examining. I throw theories out first before actually testing them.
Shush.
Unlike this one.
Shush. Guildmaster is talking. Fingers on lips. Quiet coyotes. What I'm saying here, after careful looking at what the fuck is going on inside of this sphere, I don't know how you did it, but you somehow made 3 different things and destroyed all 3 different things by counteracting them with a completely different ingredient. Because I see traces of sugar in here, tiny bit of sleep factor, whole lot of cleansing, some kind of a liquid, whole lot of gas, there's a lot of carbon. The worm flu somehow reacted to the rotbane, you called it, the antifungal, caused an initial reaction. That reaction then in turn absorbed some of the ambient infectious nature of whatever area you were doing it around. It was not a sterile environment completely. The sugar water, whatever you might have used in addition to it to water down the rotbane, that combined into the solution, creating an amalgam fuckwit of whatever the hell this is. So, this, I'm guessing, before it became this, it was about half of a room full of some kind of weird dust, foam, whatever the shit.
Precisely. For what it's worth, the point was that was the point. We were trying to extract.
Sachi was still inside of that room. What the fuck happened?
Okay. What were you trying to do?
I had an organism that had a fungal infection, and I wanted to apply rotbane to it to kill the fungal infection while preserving the thing. However, I took a 20 milliliter syringe of the microbe in question and tested the interaction of rotbane. And while rotbane was inert with that, when I tested it with a small sample of the mold, I noticed that it had an incredibly heat-inducing reaction to the rotbane. And heat, as you almost certainly know, kills the fuck out of microbes. And we had a very thin layer on the top we were trying to cultivate, so that was a no-go. So I figured the best way to reduce the differential in the heat between the reaction and the actual thing we're trying to protect and cleanse of the mold was with dilution in water. That was the plan.
Sugar water or just normal water? Where did the sugar
Distilled
water come
water.
into play?
The sugar water was the food for the organism, the very beginning. That had been being drip fed for a week, right? That was innately present.
Okay, so they still had the sugar water inside of their system while you were adding them into the... Well, you were causing the reaction to synergize with whatever biological components were going on in their body.
Yes. It was supposed to be it was supposed to be destructive specifically only to the fungal component while not creating a temperature differential. That was the other thing. Oh, and the other thing is that it had a very, I believe it was a high pH, so the dilution of water doubled to reduce that. Again, pH just fucking destroys everything in my life. I hate it so much. And the Healer's Guild never stocks up on enough materials to deal with it. It's annoying as heck. I'm gonna have to get my own supply at some point, but one
You
step
need
at
to
a time.
balance out the acidity base of everything, otherwise it becomes very complex inside of alchemical solutions and reactions inside of the body.
Exactly. That is why it is so infuriating to me that the Healer's Guild, despite me repeatedly asking, does not have any sort of way of doing that other than dilute. I had to force somebody to puke. I distilled out their stomach acid and then I mixed it with water when I was doing one of the tests to determine the actual reaction of the mold. That ended up not being necessary. It's not medical malpractice because it wasn't medicine.
I mean, you're technically right, but that goes through my ethics.
Anyways,
Alright, that's fine then.
to start and finish, relatively understand exactly what's going on here. This is the finish. This is what you have. The reaction, in order to get it, you can sort that out yourself, figure out where the reactions and what reaction happened in order to create particular aspects and factors from the reactions and interactions between your ingredients and fungal whatever the hell and all this shit. Anyways, what's in here is a massive hodgepodge sludge of several different factors, some useless components, a little bit of sugar, whole lot of liquid, and yeah.
I don't suppose you would be opposed to us centrifuging that out or using anything like that?
Well, that depends. What are you gonna go for?
I'm looking for the cleansing.
Okay, good, because
I'm a healer.
That's about the largest thing that I see in there. If I had to put a factor ratio of out of 50 of what the fuck is in here, I would have to say about 35 to 40 out of the 50 is a cleansing solution inside of whatever liquid is coalescing at the bottom of this ball. There's a little bit of sleep factor, about 5 out of 50, 5/50ths of whatever the fuck this is. That's able to get you at least one minor adjustment of that. And the other 5, useless.
Understood. I will...
The other 5 is just completely wrecked.
Understood. I will let this, So what I would do in this situation, with your permission in that case, if this is not immediately posing a danger to the people around it, is I would let this settle, and I would skim it out
you want to take your
by
finger.
density.
Unless you want to keep your fingers. This thing is able to... At the moment, this is still an ongoing reaction inside of an isolated environment, but still ongoing. You have just put it inside of a non-reactive material. It's not able to be boiled, it's not able to be melted, it's just here.
Okay. In that case...
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a crystal glass enclosure.
It's quartz, but yes.
Well, still, it's a non-reactive material.
Right.
So, as long as it's in here, it's going to continue reacting with itself until it's just outright fucked. Or you can focus the reaction in, get the factors that you want out of it, and turn everything else into what is essentially chemical slag. It's chemical byproduct of what will end up being a highly potent acid.
That might also be useful. Do you predict that that acid will have any factor remaining in it, or will it just be...
No, it will just be exceedingly corrosive.
That would be extremely useful. Can we just wait then? Never mind separating it up. I need...
because
like I was
the
just complaining...
corrosiveness of the acid would then coincide with the thing that you're trying to get out, neutralizing both the acid and what you're trying to extract, making nothing but slag and what is essentially sludge.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Let the reaction go for too long, the acid will start eating the factor. Don't get the reaction harnessed and focus it into the actual thing that you want, and you won't get acid, won't get factor, you'll just get sludge.
You keep talking about harnessing. When you say harnessing, that's new terminology for me.
The term... I use different terms, but they could be considered as other things. I call it harnessing factor, or channeling factor through and diluting it, or not diluting it, what was the word you used?
Distilling?
That.
I'm not sure how much of this is going to be gaseous
I have
product.
been working around mystical and magical fuckery. So a lot of these people work with mystical terminology. Like, I'm going to channel the energy through my body, harness the affinity, and cast it into fucking fireball.
I can't do that.
Yeah, so what you are going to want to do is take the chemical reaction currently placed inside of this quartz orb, make an opening that will distill the liquid, not the solids, from the reaction into its own separate container. That container will then have what is essentially a pure form of cleansing factor. What is left inside of the orb, as soon as you seal away all of the solids and let the reaction complete, without the factor as a part of it, will be a highly corrosive acid. It will not be able to melt through things like glass or heavy treated metals, but it's able to burn through things like iron, stone, or any organic matter placed into it. If I had to estimate based off of the size of the sample that you brought in here, you would have about 4 vials of potent acid.
All right. I mean, if any of you guys could use that, that would be fantastic. The healers guild could use that, and also obviously the cleansing factor.
Oh, we could use it to make the mascus.
Also, if I had to put a timer on the reaction as it has continued to go on inside of this glass orb, I would say you have about a minute and a half in order to get any of this set up and get it done.
Ichigo, pick up the orb, pick up the orb.
Otherwise, you are starting to work at a loss.
What instrumentation do we have available in here?
None. Except for the stuff you brought in with you.
Shit, fuck. I'm borrowing one of your tubes. I'm using one of the precision tubes.
No, there's a whole decanter in there.
Wait, really? Fuck, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
That is so convenient. Wait, who gave it to you?
You know, I kind of doubt it's a minute, but I love seeing her panic, so this is great. Go.
No, it actually is a minute. She has about 1 minute 15 seconds to complete the setup. Otherwise, she'll be working at a loss.
Okay, here is a decanter. They didn't. Nothing about temperature, right? Okay. How confident are you in your ability to?
What?
100%.
You know, there's also a solution that they're forgetting about, but I'm not gonna point it out.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's the one thing we didn't have.
Do you have a Bunsen burner?
No, it's definitely fun to watch.
But I attached it to.
I'm not an alchemist.
Can we detach that?
What did you say about the reaction that you were dealing with the whole time? What was the thing? What temperature is that constantly while the reaction is going on?
Don't understand.
Your hand
What is
burns.
it right now?
Yeah, your hand burns.
Ow!
There's a reason I was holding it.
Why do you think a construct is holding it?
What do you think would happen if you put a Bunsen burner beneath that?
Oh my god, it's gonna get worse.
It's
been a
45 seconds.
Funnel shit. Okay, let's let.
This is fun. This is more fun than hanging out with Doctor.
Yeah, okay. Can we get like the amethyst over off the top and like just seal that? If I can open the chamber of the decanter, so we're just gonna seal over this, and then we can tilt it to maybe pour and see what happens.
30?
Because we got the pipe up there. We do that. We are tilting it somewhat. They're starting from a hole like right about here, and we're slowly tilting it so that it comes to that weird ass seal into the main chamber of the decanter.
Wait, can I just?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, Ripley,
no, that's magic. No, I can't do that.
You're running out of time. Just
I'm
do
moving it by the decanter, not by the amethyst, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious.
No, I understand completely. So, what you have here is a crystal orb with a straw coming up into a decanter that is going down into a vessel itself. You have a large... You have a setup here.
We have like a 3-stage instead of a 2-stage, basically. For some reason.
Yep.
Because I'm desperate and I'm thinking on time crunch, and I just want to make sure that the acid component of the decanter is above the high
I'm gonna
level
roll
of the
one thing for you.
Okay.
With an 11. During your absolute during your absolute panic of a chemical reaction test, making sure that everything is set up and wanting to make sure that you are not working at a loss, you take a look at the reaction taking place inside of the crystal orb that has been molded and shaped into the second part of the decanter that you are currently wielding. You place it onto the table, thinking that everything is fine, and you take a look at the reaction inside of the orb, and you notice that it hasn't outright changed from the first time that Norn pointed it out to you. You do notice things are bubbling and moving around ways that you are not completely familiar with, but His estimate of 1 minute and 30 was, you would assume to be half right. You would think that you would have 3 minutes total, but he gave you half of the time.
Ripley, you're an expert in this kind of business, right? Okay.
Yeah, I want to call me an expert.
If it were me, I would just pour the liquid off.
Hey, this is not my experiment. I'm just watching.
Leave the bottom in because you.
I am just the
bottom is a
assistant.
fucking
I have no
solid. It
actual
doesn't
control.
pour. Why aren't we doing that? Why do we need a decanter?
I don't know, you.
Okay. How do you
That's all
get
we have,
liquid
right?
out of a high temperature reaction?
Condense.
Oh my god.
You just let the vapor come in and...
You let the liquid turn into a gas. The gas turns into a liquid after it condenses inside of a distillery. Then you have the thing that you need. That's how you separate the solids from the liquids.
I thought it was
This is
the
the
liquid
distillation
form
of
that we
water.
were after, not the gas. That was my
It's the
confusion. That's why I was
liquids
so
that you're after. So in order
Okay.
to separate the solids and things that are inside of the liquid currently,
Yes.
you turn it into...
When you say liquids, do you mean fluids?
Yes!
Oh my god, this is so much fun!
What is inside of this?
Oh,
It is
I
currently
haven't had this much fun since I came to Aether.
fluid. What you want is the liquid, not the solid. So in order to separate the liquid from the solid, you will turn the fluid into a gaseous state. Whatever
You
doesn't
will
turn into a gas is the shit you don't want.
Okay. No, you have to understand that. I did not realize that the evaporation of this thing was what we were after. I thought that was like one of the 5% byproducts, and the solid at the bottom was like some of the 5%
Yeah, guess what? You can turn a gas
The
back into a
solids
liquid.
are the 5% byproduct. The liquid is just contaminated by the solid.
What do you think clouds are made out of?
Alright.
Shit.
Alright. Let's not.
In that case,
Let's not go there,
Let's
though.
not have
I'm just
a very simple let's not have a very simple matter transformation class in the middle of this. And let's just get the facts they're going for here.
yeah, okay, let's just, I guess I'm gonna
Physics.
raise the fucking thing then. I'm gonna set it on a fucking, I don't know, a couple of glass jars to prop it up. And I'm going to prop up the other end of the decanter, and I'm going to wait for the evaporation to go through the fucking tube.
He's gonna flick something on the bottom of the table, and you'll see a wooden stick go and hold it in place.
There we go. Does this need to have 3 chambers? No, but I am working on a time limit. I just stuck it in, okay?
You're technically not. You still have a good minute before you start working at a loss, and which you have already started the reaction that you need. Look. As you look at the setup that you had, this whole time, there has been fumes and aerosolized liquid going through the pipe into the decanter. And as you can see, it's condensing and moving down into whatever vessel that you have placed beneath it.
It's gonna be a fucking water skin. That's all she uses when she has to collect gases at this point, like a stupid balloon. I'm
It's
very
not
poor.
gas.
Alright, so...
Oh, you mean the condensate of the evaporation?
Yes.
Okay, you are
Yes.
We are after the liquid.
You are the decision is to use...
Going to grab you by your bird beak and then slam you into a table.
Into condensation, into what you need, and you will be separating that as you work.
I just kept it in the gaseous state because it did not condensate at room temperature. I am dealing with so
This
many
is
different substances.
boiling.
This is,
Welcome to alchemy.
you need to cool it off to turn it from a gas into a liquid.
Come on, even I know this.
This is so basic.
She's trained in alchemy. She knows
This is
what
what I
she's
deal with every day.
I'm not either.
You're
This is the
sitting
difference
inside of
between
your
the
decanter.
educated and the non-educated.
Ow, 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 fuck, ow, that burns, that burns, that burns.
Oh my
You sit on
gosh.
hot glass. What did you expect?
You should go just like pats the container.
Oh, the weakness of flesh.
Okay. So.
What did we learn?
What did we learn? The whole time? Was that all we were doing?
She's a child.
I thought you had that.
Oh, she is a
I
child.
didn't realize that we were just distilling it.
Leslie.
I thought it was a puzzle.
Leslie.
It is.
All alchemy is, when you're not dealing with exotic materials, is addition and subtraction. At the moment, you have a jumble of numbers. What you're trying to get is 40 and 10.
Right.
You are now currently subtracting numbers bit by bit with your distilling process. And as you separate the 40 from the 10, then you will have the two things that you're looking for. The solid will break itself down into a more or less thicker liquid.
He's defeated.
After the heated reaction subsides, will become acid. The acid will be left in the sphere, and the factor will be inside of whatever you put underneath your distillery. Please tell me that's not a water skin.
It's not.
A water skin.
It's a water
It's
skin.
fucking. It can't be. Are you fucking kidding? Whatever. It's just gonna eat through it.
Listen, no. It's not going to eat through the water skin.
Okay.
Essentially what's going to happen is inside of that water skin there's going to be a very potent cleanser. So I really hope you're not a fan of drinking bleach.
I'm not
that's what we
drinking
mean.
from the water skin. It is just the container that I happen to have on hand.
I understand. I am
Ichigo
so
then starts shaping just out of the amethyst like a flask.
You literally could just ask.
Yes, you have two other alchemists here that also carry glass ampules and flasks as well.
Into the amethyst.
I am also very, very tempted to show you a transmutation circle to turn sand into glass.
That too.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We had to blow our own glass earlier for instrumentation, and you're telling me I could just make it?
Well, that's because I blew my arm off.
Okay, that's
Oh,
another
also, by
thing.
the way, I blew my arm off.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
That also happened.
got
We
better.
fixed it.
I did.
They did get better.
You just replace
we had
it.
to spare.
It's easy to repair.
Correct.
I know, right? Isn't that convenient?
Yeah, look, I say it a lot. With constructs, they're probably better, and we are thankful that they exist.
I wouldn't say
Well,
that.
We are waiting on that. Question about the magic crystal here.
Yes.
I was working with Red. You remember Red, right? Giant hat, super sassy.
Alright,
More or less.
didn't they do an affinity
Right.
explosion in here or something?
They do lots of affinity explosions. They are a researcher. It is a side
What?
effect. I asked them, because they're constantly around affinity explosions, to run a test for me. And the next time that they were around an affinity explosion, to repeat a procedure. Compare that to a procedure in a controlled neutral environment, and to repeat it in a high wavelength concentration environment. Same procedure, same quantities, same temperature, same everything. And to compare we were specifically using identification factor because we can utilize that to
Get
create
to the
test strips, which when
point.
applied to the same control substance will darken a certain amount, right? And we were trying to determine if there was a difference in
Right.
when we took these test strips from each of the three things with controlling for everything except the environment, what happened. And we found out that the group of samples that was conducted in the high mana environments were less consistent than the ones conducted in the low mana environment. Not saying that it was inside of an area affected by affinity explosion, but it might have been. The Tower of Purgation doesn't know shit. And if it was an affinity explosion, it wasn't on purpose. It was just opportunism. Now, from the results of that, I would come to believe that we would not want to be doing alchemical experimentation right next to a giant mana crystal. So I was wondering, what's going on there?
Okay, well, fun fact for you. One of the affinities on the table itself is protection. Do you know its primary utilization inside of magery?
Not a clue.
Protection is what is... Protection, as an affinity, is what is commonly used around mage slaying. Things that are the closest thing to anti-magic you could get while still channeling mana. Anybody who has the protection affinity, or anything more or less around the earth or metal or that kind of side, is capable of stabilizing and containing errant magical forces. They are the closest thing to solidifying mana into a solid format to where it is no longer chaotic and just fucking everywhere.
Right. So
That's why I was created, to be Earth.
No.
And not just
We are
stone.
able to keep that in check, utilizing an alchemical matrix to stabilize and harness the aspect of that crystal. We are going, because of this little formula we have here, we are able to
Don't you just love how he starts speaking to her like she's a child?
She is a child.
the metal crystal.
I mean, yeah, but like...
I mean, everyone's a
She's so
child
funny.
compared to me, but she's clearly
How
a
old are you?
child. 227.
Baby.
Again, Drow doesn't live forever. Yes, I heard you're...
Where do we... I'm gonna take some time to sketch this out. Thank you so much, sir.
Look, humans are children compared to me. They don't live very long.
Yeah, but they're still cute.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Right.
They are cute.
This is the matrix that I have been working well over 50 years to refine. It is one that is capable of...
Right, I think I've had enough of the fun, and I don't want to stay around too much for teaching lessons. I got stuff to do.
driving force behind reactions, instead of willy-nilly errant utilization.
First time I've heard that.
My limits for existing. Normally. Oh, hey, look. Look who's still here. What's going on over there?
I don't know. Perhaps some kind of talk. Not sure if it's private or we can approach.
Hey, have you tried approaching to ask if it is private? Also, where'd the horns come from? We never had those before.
Apologies.
What?
Everything's I just came back from mission.
Oh, okay.
We know Alright, look, calm down. What's your first question?
The city of the sun.
I don't know how the battle went, because it was you and your paladin who went to respond to it. We came at the end, we were asked for help. By dusk.
Hi, yes, I was about to ask, is this private conversation or what?
Private, yes.
Okay, so I can leave. That's what you're saying. Okay.
It won't last much longer.
Okay. Well, I was just checking on things. I was leaving anyway. I got some things to do.
It's quite alright. Thank you for checking.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm trying to take care of things on my own, I guess.
Okay, good. Because when I asked each other,
Alright. What do you want, Lee?
Have you seen Lazuli?
She's currently being, how do I put this? The child is being put down.
Oh.
Norn is giving her a lesson on alchemy.
I'm confused. So
Alchemy
where's
Guild
Lazuli right
behind the waterfall.
now? The waterfall. Okay. Thank you.